Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, legends, it is happening. We are hitting all-time high. Will we absolutely explode here? From all-time high, go to much higher levels in the next coming hours and next coming days and weeks, guys. Are we in the final leg of this bull run, the blow off top situation, or will it end up in a massive double top right over here? Everybody's selling their Bitcoin. We're entering recession. Let's forget of all of that, guys. It is happening. I have to say, I was not expecting that huge major pump throughout the last few hours hitting all-time high. We're going to talk about the higher time frame. What is this situation right over here? Are we starting an initial parabolic move, or are we going to double top? Remember, everybody is in profit when we hit all-time high. I don't want to be the bear here as we hit all-time high, but I have sold 5% of my Bitcoin holdings, okay? Just, you need to, we're at all-time high. Everybody's in a profit. Just to stay on the safe side, this is the strategy that I was going to start using since we hit all-time high. The Bitcoin that I've been accumulating throughout the last few years, of course, I am taking some profits here at all-time high. Eventually, not selling all of my Bitcoin. I will never sell all of my Bitcoin, but we need to take some profits when we hit all-time high. I do expect higher levels for Bitcoin, but it's something that we need to do as investors. We DCA in on the way down. We want to DCA out as we smash out through all-time high. Could we hit $100,000 or $500,000 in the next coming months? Well, maybe it could, but we need to start having a strategy, right? Because those unrealized profits will just be unrealized if you do not take them, right? So just saying, I am scratching a little bit of the profits from those Bitcoin that I've been buying throughout the last few years. In good profits, you should as well. I'm telling you what I'm doing, okay, which is sold 5%, and look to DCA out a little bit as we do go to $80,000, 90 or 100,000. We don't really know where the peak could go. We do have some ideas with some patterns and some scenarios, some extension moves that we could hit, all right, for the next coming weeks and months. But it does make sense that we could be inside of the last leg of the bull run and then see that massive altcoin season as well for a few months or even a few weeks, right? And basically, this is it, guys. This is what we've been waiting for the last few years. So far, so good. The question is right now, hey, will we smash through? Donald Trump, it's almost certain that he is going to be the president, okay? It's not official just yet, but it's about to be official, right? It's pretty clear that, he is going to be the president of the United States for the next 4 years, guys. Let me go quickly through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. My goodness. What an epic pump. What a day. History is being made right now. We're going to talk about some scenarios that were mentioned throughout yesterday's live stream as well. Okay, I was not expecting this euphoric pump throughout early this morning, at least in my time here, UAE time. We're going to talk about the scenarios from yesterday. The long position talked about the last 2 days, and also a small little scalp short position that did play out very, very nicely yesterday. We were talking about coming down to the lows of the range. If anybody got into that scalp short, remember we are looking for day trades and for scalping opportunities, mainly on the channel. We don't look for big, massive moves. We are scalpers and day traders. We look for initial movements. We're going to talk about what we, saw yesterday here, but there's much more important things to talk about, right? Bitcoin at all-time high. It does look like it is currently trading beneath the all-time high, right? So it's getting that wick. There's going to be a lot of volatility as expected here at all-time high. We might pump back up, hit 75, 76. We might get a huge rejection. There's going to be a lot of volume happening right now. Remember, all of the people are at all-time high are in profits, okay? Everybody is in profits right now, and there is a risk when everybody is in profits. Just saying, right? When everybody, is in profits, it's something that you just need to be aware of. Of course, we'll be doing the higher time frame analysis, guys. We're going to just talk about, looking at the weekly time frame, what has happened here. Hey, it does make sense, okay? Now, after hitting the highs, despite any corrective move, that the highest probability is to get the final leg here to the upside in that fifth wave, right? So we'll be talking about this scenario, higher time frame. It does make sense. We got the cup in handle. We got very strong similarities here than gold throughout the last few years, right? Where we saw gold forming a very similar pattern to Bitcoin, right? Where we had the highs here back in 2011 and we smashed out here throughout this year. This was a pattern that was, 13 years old, right? 13 years old on Bitcoin. It is only round about 3 years, right? Not even that. Round about 3 years and a few months of a massive cup and handle. Very similar scenario to gold that happened, all right? Instead of 3 years, this was over 12 years. But you can see how that handle, a big, large consolidation at the all-time high, rejection, finally smashing through. We could be expecting something like this, the last leg of the bull run. And when you do take a look at gold, all right, and there's a very good comparison here from somebody that posted on Twitter, right? Shout out to him right over here. On this scenario, right? Tony the Bull, talking about the similarities of gold and Bitcoin, the movements that we've had throughout the last few years, and that, this is what the movements that have happened also with gold. Very similar price action. Also, you could apply Elliott wave theory on gold, basically looking at this wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, okay, and then the extensive wave 5, all right? Without a doubt, I do think that gold could peak out in the next coming weeks or next coming months, could get a little bit more of an extensive fifth wave. Extensive fifth waves are very rare as long as the third wave is not the smallest. Fifth waves can actually extend to much higher levels. So we do count here the 5 waves up, and for the moment on Bitcoin, well, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it would make sense to actually get that successful breakout, go a little bit parabolic. And this is the moment, guys, that we need to consider, actually taking a bit of profits if you have been in the game here throughout the last few years. It's official 100%. So it seems like that it is official right now that Donald Trump has, when we just, the numbers speak to themselves, right? At least this was the data for the last, 1 to 2 hours. It was just basically inevitable, right? Overall, that Donald Trump is going to be the new president of the United States. Guys, make sure to absolutely destroy the like button. Let's see how many likes we can get here throughout the next coming minutes, because we're going to do, obviously, TA on the higher time frame. We're going to be zooming in on the lower time frame and talk about what we mentioned yesterday, okay? Muy importante, because there was a short position, all right? And note that we are looking for scalp and day trades. We were talking about the double top scenario here as we were hitting 70,300 to look for the price to get below $69,000, which is your take profit zone if you got into this scalp short position. Check it out, guys. This is a scalp, okay? A lot of higher time frame people will say, oh my goodness, you're looking for shorts and long shorts. How's the short going? This short played out very, very nicely. We talk about the target zones. It's an in and out as soon as we get to the target area. So we're going to talk about this. This played out very, very nicely, guys. We need to go through what we mentioned yesterday, because a lot of people will get confused. Right? This was exactly the double top that we mentioned yesterday. Got in the short, got out of the short. This was the entry trigger, and look for the price to actually come down to these lows right over here, which we did. As you can see, check it out, guys, from yesterday's stream. We mentioned the entry zone, local double top, at 70,300, and we mentioned the take profit zone below 69K. This is a scalp. It's a day trade. A lot of people, especially new people, get confused when we talk about short positions on longs or shorts when we are in an uptrend. Guys, this is a move of just over $1,000, right? That we talk technically where to get in, where's your stop loss, and where you take profit. This is not a short position that you're looking for to go down to $50,000. It's a scalp, it's a day trade. We have the target zones. You get in, you get out. If you still in the short or you still have your stop loss above the level, once this price moves down, well, that is your responsibility, okay? But overall, that trading setup, another one for the bag that was mentioned on yesterday's stream, and actually getting into the trade live throughout that price action, right? It was, we had reasons to get into that short position. It was a scalp. It's just a few hours of a trade. We got our target zones. We were hitting some resistance zones, double top, previous month close. It was a nice little scalp. Now, I was not expecting, to be honest, I was not expecting the price to actually shoot through here. And by the way, hey, short positions at all-time high, they're good. We can short all-time high, especially if we do create an internal double top. If you managed this morning, early this morning, I have to say, this was a good short position. Stop loss at the high. We're getting moved down. We're sweeping the lows. It's kind of worth it. I got into a small short position, already protected. And it's kind of worth it, right? Because we got a lot of bullishness, a lot of greed, a lot of FOMO. When this happens, you usually get, a little bit of dumpy action, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if the price dumps another couple of $1,000s. It's the nature of the market, right? We FOMO, Trump president, everything's going to go well. And then massive dump that happens, right? Just sweeping up all of that FOMO, 100x leverage long positions. That you don't want to be part of entering into long positions here at all-time high, unless we have a technical level, which we're going to go through different scenarios. Whoever was in the live stream yesterday and did catch that short position, hey, the profit levels were talked about, the stop loss was talked about, the reasons of the entry of that position was talked about. You can go and check it out for yourself. There's no sugarcoating on this. It's round about the 2 hours from yesterday's live stream, okay? So let's go right away through the comment section. Ooh, Mariella saying entry at $75,100. You got a much better entry than myself. Of course, small position. This is very bullish. Also in a small speculative short position, already protected. This could go to lower levels. It could pump up to the highs. It's really kind of not easy to get into some trading positions here. As we're hitting all-time high, because I do expect that volatility either up, down, right? Liquidity grabs. It could also end up in a double top, right? And we start breaking down very, very aggressively. But overall, we could still just, continue breaking out and enter massive price discovery, guys. I need one favor from you. I need you to absolutely destroy that like button, guys. I am here live early morning. Probably not going to see many people joining the live stream, but overall it's an important day. We're making history. We are hitting all-time high. We're going to go through the comment section right away and see what the people say. Is it official that Donald Trump is going to be the president for the next 4 years, guys? I mean, for me, let me know right away. I know it was not official just yet. It's almost official, right? The numbers speak to them for themselves, okay? So it's just very likely going to happen. BTC dominance starts to drop. Go altcoins. We are going to take a look at some altcoins. We should be expecting the altcoin bags to absolutely skyrocket in the next coming weeks and months, okay? It should happen if Bitcoin behaves. What do I mean by Bitcoin behaves? Well, we do not want to see Bitcoin suddenly forming this double top and getting a huge, massive collapse back down in the coming weeks, right? Hey, if you have been buying Bitcoin throughout the last few years, we are at all-time high. You need to understand that everybody is in profits here. There is greed going on, and we do expect higher levels. I expect higher levels, but I understand that most of the people are in profits, and when you hit all-time high, it is a good zone to scratch a little bit of those profits if you have been buying Bitcoin, not even throughout the previous cycle. I'm talking about this cycle, right? Just in the last 1 to 2 years at 20,000, 18,000, 25,000, even 30,000. Hey, you're making more than double in 1 year. So it is a zone that you would consider to scratch some profits. All right. It is how it is. We do not know how the market is going to behave for the next coming days. I would expect higher levels, but better be safe than sorry, right? Better be safe than sorry, and we need to scratch a little bit of profits. Anyway, we're going to go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. Guys, we're almost 500 people watching at the moment. I need to see the like button smash. We need to get at least to 200 likes. Come on, legends. Hey, give us a hand here. I'm live here just for you. We're going to be analyzing this situation. Anyway, if I know Mariella, absolute beast. Mariella was insane. She shared a P&L this morning. Mariella's been a moderator for the channel for a long time. She's also been, she's been in the legend trading community. She's been following, learning for the last few years. And she shared a P&L this morning from this area, right? The descending wedgie structure. That I closed all of my long positions, by the way, took most of the profits already at $70,000 and just got an initial, just a little bit of more profits on the movement. But I have to be clear on this. Most of the profits from my long trade from that weekly naked point of control were taken already at the $70,000, right? But, this extra move to the upside, we make a little bit more profits. Why not? We leave some of the position open if we do make, an extra few $100 or a few thousand, depending on your capital, then bring it on. So we are getting that rejection. We are, hey, I have to say, I do expect the price to actually form a higher low at some point. This does look incredibly bullish as we've hit all-time high, just purely based on this. This has to be a double, triple, 1, 2, where you're just building 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it seems like we are in the formation of a potential parabolic move, right? We are in the possible formation of a parabolic move. It does look like that the price is just building up here, the higher lows. If this parabolic trend, right, does break out in the next coming days to the downside, then we could be looking at something else, right? We could be looking at something else. I'm going to keep that, short position open. I'm not going to take any profits at all, just in case if it gets stopped out at break even, or it either, this does look like it wants to start an initial parabolic trend, all right, in the next coming, the next coming days, the next coming weeks. It does look like it could be on the formation of a pretty steep parabolic move. Of course, if we do start breaking out from this, very, very steep higher low formation, right, then eventually we could be going to lower levels. But so far so good. There's no reason to become bearish here. There's no reason to become bearish without a doubt. It's just at all-time high, we want to consider taking a little bit of those profits. Guys, I'm going to go through the comment section. Jumped into a sneaky short position. This is kind of a short that you would want to leave open or get stopped out at break even, just in case the price suddenly collapses, right? Because of the massive greed. Donald Trump wins the election. Economies are going to do great. Stock markets are going to pump. Our crypto bags are going to be, pumped as well. And then we get the absolute bull trap, right? I am bullish, but I am staying safe as well. Taking a bit of profits on my Bitcoin holdings that I've been accumulating throughout the last few years, guys. It feels good to take some profits, right? It feels good to take some profits if you have been buying at much lower levels. Of course, I will not be taking more profits, because I understand, yeah, we could be smashing out, okay, throughout the next coming weeks or days through above all-time highs. So, you know, I have a strategy of actually, you know, taking little consistent profits. $80,000, you know, take another 5%. $90,000, take another 5%. And if we roll back down, I'm happy to hold the bags, all right, till we actually smash through in the next coming months or next coming years. Let's go right away. We'll be taking a look at CVD, guys. Remember, if you are interested in trading, Bybit, #1 crypto trading platform, you do have an insane bonus down below with a link, okay? If you can't trade on Bybit, you do have bluffing as well to trade right over there. You got that 10K deposit bonus. No KYC needed. Let's take a look at CVD. Let's take a look at a lot of things, guys. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about as well. We have this dude right over here that is going to be out. Well, he's kind of officially out already, and there's some new candidates that are pro Bitcoin, pro crypto, basically. It's either super cycle or it's either big massive dump, right? It's either super cycle or big massive dump. One of the two, right? Everything points out that we should be going to higher levels. I want to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin dominance is, for me, in the final stage, all right? This is where, hey, I'm not saying that you need to do this, but I do have some pretty good altcoins. I have some bad ones, some good ones, some speculative ones, some good projects. I have a bag of altcoins. This is the moment to have that bag of altcoins, because we are getting to the final pump on the Bitcoin dominance throughout the 4-year cycle. History is repeating, guys. History is repeating. When we do take a look at the all-time high breakout from the previous cycle, okay, we'll be taking a look at CVD here and everything. We'll be talking about the price action locally, okay? We'll be talking about some setups and some different scenarios, take into consideration the waves, the possibilities, but we need to go a little bit through data, right? Because I know a lot of people say, you know, history does not need to repeat, you know, it only rhymes, or it's not going to happen. This time is different. Hey, this time is very much the same thing is happening, right? It's just everything points out that, hey, the same thing is happening. When did we break out the previous all-time high from the cycle? Back in 2017, where it peaked out in December of 2017. Well, we broke out, okay, 3 years later in December of 2020. Peaked out in November of 2021. We are breaking out, okay, in November of 2024. So it's everything, you know, the timing is almost exactly the same. So I have to say, it's kind of playing out, right? The 4-year cycle is very much happening in front of our eyes. We cannot deny that, right? So anyway, we'll be going through lower time frames. This is something very curious. This cup and handle has to be massive. This is massive. This is a textbook cup and handle, guys. Okay? Despite any quick sweeps or corrective moves, everything points out that we should be going to higher levels, okay? Will we enter a super cycle, right? Let's get all of those bulls. Let me ask a poll right away because I really want to know your opinion, guys. And this is like me being ultra moon boy, right now, saying, will we enter Bitcoin, you know, / crypto super cycle, right? Where we're going to see insane levels to the upside. We're going to see a lot of altcoins doing 20, 30, 40, 50x in the next coming months. Is it going to happen? We have Donald Trump being the president. Will we enter a Bitcoin and crypto super cycle in the next coming weeks, right? Even days, right? This is like really moon boy, euphoric, greed. This is where this is where you need to be very, very cautious, because I've got my moon boots on already, guys. I got my moon boots on, and I'm just about to, get into the rocket ship that I have right over here beside my house. And we are ready, right? We are ready. We got our I did sell a little bit of Bitcoin this morning. I had to, guys. It had to happen. 5%. I said throughout the last few weeks that I will be selling 5% as soon as the price hits all-time high. Of course, I still have 95% of what I've been accumulating throughout the last few years, just because, hey, maybe we enter the super cycle. Let me know on the poll right away, guys. Let's start that poll. I'm going to say yes, just because I'm a moon boy right now and I'm euphoric. That's probably where a good moment where you need to sell everything, right? When people are emotional and they're super greedy and they're FOMOing and saying, we Bitcoin to 100K, Bitcoin to 200K, right? Super cycle, yes. Let's just say yes here. 65% of people are saying that yes, we are entering a super cycle. Has this got to do with Donald Trump being the president? Also, we got the SEC new, well, we don't know who's going to be chairman, but we do have some contenders that are pro Bitcoin. They're pro crypto. The crypto mom, we got the crypto dad, and several other ones. So we do know that Gary Gensler is out, basically. He's going to be out. So imagine having a SEC chairman that is pro crypto, right? That's that is something without a doubt. Everything aligns that a super cycle for Bitcoin, right, and crypto in general. Hey, it's possible. It's possible. It's good. We're gonna have the first U.S. president being pro crypto. He's fired. He's fired. Gary Gensler is fired. He is out. Profits banked, let's play. Profits banked, let's play. We'll be going through a little bit of boring technical analysis, looking at the local range, guys, because we look for scalps and for day trades. We look for internal levels to speculate into some possible scalp day trading scenarios, just like we did yesterday, guys. The only trade setup that we had internally here, we did have some levels to the upside. I was talking about, guys, I really don't like the 618 Fibonacci right from this move. We don't have much resistance. If the price continues pumping, we got a slight reaction right over there. We smashed out through this high, so there's eventually no short to be taken as you get the price pumping like crazy. No shorts, guys. This is the danger of having limit orders, getting into some shorts, going to bed, adding to the position. If you're in the wrong side of the market, you are going to get burnt. Just yesterday, we talked about 618, not the best level. This could be an SFP's level. We did not swing failure pattern. The price just smashed through that high. So there's no shorts to be taken. I was expecting a little bit more of a range, but of course, volatility kicked in as we do have the presidential election, right? We knew that volatility was going to kick in and that you had to be very, very cautious with, the positions, of course, either for longs or for shorts. If you did get into a long position a couple of days ago at that level, at the weekly naked point of control, did hold a little bit of the bag. I took most of the profits here at the $70,000 range, okay? Did take most of the profits. I mean, it is a move of $3,000 for a good day trade, basically. I was happy with those profits. Did hold a small position and obviously taken all of the profits from that position also to the upside. Now, regarding yesterday, guys, super important. Anybody that hasn't checked out the live stream yesterday, we're talking about the only internal scalping opportunity. And we will be talking about some internal scalping opportunities today, either for a long or for a short. Remember, we scalp, we go level to level, right? Regardless of what the price does next, we talk about shorts and long positions, take profit zones, and you need to be paying attention to that scenario, just as we did yesterday. Guys, this is a good short. Stop loss at the high, $70,200 range, but we're looking to take profit at the $69,000 level, below $69,000 where we did have that previous week close, okay? We did get that move to the downside. We did get that move to the downside. This is exactly this level right over here where we talked about the possible rejection, stop loss at the high, and look for the lows here to be claimed, which we ever so slightly front run, but you want to start thinking and getting the heck out already in this zone, right? And eventually being protective with your position. You know, this is not a stop loss trade when you're making a 4 or 5 to 1 risk to reward. You cannot afford to get stopped out if you're making a 4 or 5 to 1 risk to reward, right? It's like, hey, what else do you want? Do you want a 20 to 1 risk to reward? Well, you know, hey, not many people would get into trades that have 10 to 1 risk to reward or 20 to 1 risk to reward successfully. You get a 4 to 1 risk to reward, bring it on. You need to get out. You need to take some profits. You need to be defensive, right? That's the responsibility of each trader. We are going to go through the comment section. Will we dump? Will we pump? It's going to be very interesting. We need to take a look at the initial waves and what the heck is happening right over here. This was a scenario that I was believing was unlikely. Throughout the stream yesterday, we were talking about the possibility of this being a double 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and 1-2. If you do maintain these lows, this could still be bullish. We talked about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That did not play out, right? Where we were looking for a possible corrective move. And the possibility of a double, triple, 1-2 scenario that seems like is what played out, right? This is what's played out. We've had a double 1-2 right over here. Triple 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Bang, we, you know, exploded out in this third wave to the upside. So we need to come to the conclusion on the different scenarios right now, guys. You know, we eventually I would say, look, I would be expecting a higher low after this corrective move. We need to talk about the levels of support, right? Where could the price bounce? Where is the opportunities? How can we trade it? We're going to build up right now, guys, a strategy through, you know, scalping strategies, levels of interest, together like we do every single day on YouTube, like we talked about on the long position here or at the weekly naked point of control, the possible scalp short right over here from yesterday. Now we're going to build up that scenario, okay? But I think a lot of people are more interested on higher time frame, moon mission, Donald Trump president, 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿. Let's see what happens here with the poll. What's the poll saying? We got over 300 votes. Will we enter Bitcoin crypto 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿? 74% of people are saying yes. 74% of people saying yes. And regarding 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿, it means, you know, Bitcoin 100K, 200K even, right? And potentially higher. We need to take a look at some altcoins. You know, one of my biggest bags, which has been a boring cryptocurrency, I have to say, it's been a boring crypto. We've got DXY pumping. Everything is pumping. Everything is pumping, even the dollar, crypto. Link is one of my biggest holdings in my portfolio, and I am still sticking to this scenario where Bitcoin dominance is going to start rejecting very, very soon. I would expect a little bit of a blow off top, maybe 63%, maybe 65%. And then in the next coming weeks, at some point, get that altcoin season to begin. Just following the 4-year cycle. Right over here, December of 2016, we started seeing Bitcoin dominance collapse. December of 2020, 4 years later, dominance collapse. November of 2024, 4 years later, dominance expected to collapse as well, following the nature of the cycles. And this eventually brings the massive pumps on the altcoins. I know it doesn't sound right. We are in denial. I was also in denial throughout the previous cycle. I could not believe the massive gains that I was making throughout this massive rally on Bitcoin, on altcoins. It was unreal. Anybody that has been in the previous cycle, I started in crypto in 2018, accumulating, and this was unreal. It was like, I understand that Bitcoin will go to higher levels and the 4-year cycles, and this was unreal. I should have taken more profits, I have to say. We all learn from the previous cycles, right? And you know, we basically educate yourself. This is why, hey, I've already sold 5% of my Bitcoin holdings, right? Which is, you know, it's a significant chunk, at least for me. So, you just need to, you learn. Would I expect a parabolic move to the upside? Potentially, yes. We need to definitely hold some of them, definitely not sell all of your Bitcoin, because the sky is the limit. What if we enter a super cycle? We know the problems with inflation, with, the governments. Bitcoin is kind of the safe haven, right? Is the survivor, especially if we want to keep our money safe, right? So we're never going to sell all of our Bitcoin, but we definitely want to take some profits. So this moment was unreal for me, right? And a lot of people are believing that we are going to get, a super cycle. We're going to see a big, massive cryptocurrency, massive run. Almost 400 votes right now. Will Bitcoin and crypto enter a super cycle? 74% says yes. A lot of people very optimistic on the possibility of Bitcoin and crypto entering that super cycle and going to much higher levels. Let's go up or down. I have to say up or down. It's technical. It's technical. Are we going up or down? Well, we are at all-time high. We are at all-time high. We're just rejecting from all-time high. If you are looking and paying attention to the charts, your best shot here would have been, basically this short position as a swing failure pattern, or get into a smaller position here ever so slightly late, just like I did, realizing that, at all-time high, everybody's on profit, and something that happens at all-time high, there's two scenarios, and it's, easy to understand. At all-time high, I am interested in shorts if you can enter safely with good risk. Look for the double tops, right? Look for the double top, local double tops. You get a bit of choppiness. Boom, boom. You create the double top. You have an attempt. You can put your stop loss at break even. What if the price does collapse down of a few $1,000s in the next coming hours, next coming days? You might as well, hold the short position, right? Just in case, unless you get the price, just reversing from here and, going back to the all-time highs. So we need to talk about the levels of support. First of all, let's get that all-time high level right on the chart. Okay, let's go here with the Bitcoin price on Bybit. We are currently trading below the all-time high from March. Okay, all-time high right over here, and let's get this in a big solid white line right over here. And so it has rejected from all-time high. We're currently trading beneath it. We have to talk about the possible levels of support. Where could we bounce? It's going to be very interesting because all-time high is very difficult. It is very difficult regarding the technical analysis. Everybody's in profit. You could see some sell-offs. You could see some people taking massive profits throughout the last few years. Or you could see the FOMO kicking in, right? You're going to start seeing retail. You're going to start seeing institutions, also believing that they're missing out here on this opportunity. So we are, it's very, very complex without a doubt regarding trading opportunities. If you would have zoomed in here, then yeah, you have a chance here for a short position on this double top. I know Mariella, strong follower from a long time ago. She's actually jumped into a short position here on this double top. Absolutely epic. She's in a long position. She shared a P&L today to me privately from a long position here, which is absolutely massive. So shout out to you, Mariella. I know you're somewhere here in the comment section. There you are. Pump the Bitcoin and the like button. Mariella, great job. Yes, absolutely epic. Crypto Big Brains, Aditya, we got everybody here in the comment section. We got the moderators giving love and power. So it's going to be very, very complex. We're going to start with the technical analysis here, guys. Enough talk. I'm kind of euphoric, right? I did sell a bit of Bitcoin. Are we going to go to $80,000, $90,000 in the next coming weeks? Donald Trump president, pro-crypto. We might get a SEC chairman that is pro-crypto as well in the next coming weeks. oh my goodness, you know, we have a full recipe for a parabolic move. Get into the last leg of this bull run, which should extend at least to end of Q1 of 2025, right? So yeah, we are expecting the next coming months to be incredibly bullish. Altcoins are ready. Bitcoin dominance, hey, this is exactly what we expect. When Bitcoin crosses all-time high, you get the last leg here to the upside on the Bitcoin dominance, right? When we do take a look at the, you know, what happened throughout the previous cycle, guys, just to make an understanding on why it is important to have some altcoins, even though they look dead, a lot of them, right? Except for some meme coins that are going absolutely crazy. I think good projects, Solana, Avalanche, L1 blockchain projects, oracles, AI cryptos, all different good cryptocurrency altcoins that have fundamentals, right? For me, a good bet is Chainlink. I'm happy with the Chainlink doing a 5x. If Chainlink does a 5x, it goes back up above all-time high. That's me sorted. I'm gonna tell you that. That's me sorted, right? So I'm not. A lot of people are looking for the 50x, right? The 100x, right? Because they basically have $1,000 or $2,000 invested, and they want to get that, you know, 100x and make $100,000 out of $1,000 investment. It's very, very complex and difficult, right? You have a very, very small chance in getting that 100x very, very nicely and taking all of the profits, right? However, there are some altcoins that, by a fact, in my personal opinion and research, such as Chainlink for me is an easy 5x. Whatever that takes, if it's going to be a few months, if it's going to be 6 months, 12 months, if it's going to be 2 months, for me, it's an easy bet. And I am heavily invested, right? I haven't invested 1,000 or 10,000 or even 100,000. So, you know, if you do a 5x on these cryptos, which I strongly believe are going to do well, you know, hey, you know, for me, it's you know, already life-changing gains. And I do expect that. This is the first initial wave of the bull run. We very much talked about this on some altcoins. Chainlink being my main crypto altcoin to do the analysis, to realize where we at on the cycle for the altcoins, saying, guys, this is a disbelief rally that we had in March, okay? This rally that we had throughout February and March is a disbelief rally, and we will be getting a pretty significant pullback, all right? I will pull out the live stream from Chainlink analysis, but we basically predicted the accumulation zone, the first initial pump, and I was bearish on Chainlink when we were hitting $20, just because I realized that we were ending the fifth wave move to the upside. And I was saying, guys, we're very likely going to dip below $10, below this fourth wave. It's likely going to happen, and this will be the last potential opportunity, all right, to buy up some Chainlink. And I'm not buying anymore because I've been buying like crazy throughout this accumulation area. So, hey, if this points out that everything aligns, guys, that this is the moment, we probably have a few more weeks on the altcoins before things start kicking off very aggressively. You probably won't believe it. You don't believe it until you see it. You start believing it when you see, you know, these altcoins, you know, starting to absolutely rocket and basically breaking out from that corrective move that we've had in a second wave, right, regarding Elliott wave theory. You'll believe it once we get up there, right? So it's just like a lot of people when they were not believing that Bitcoin, you know, was going to hit all-time high when Bitcoin was, you know, trading at $20,000 and $30,000 and saying we're going to form a lower high here and we're going to go down to 10K, right? We had a lot of 10Kers out in the bear market saying, you know, this is a sucker's rally. This is, you know, going to roll over. Well, we are here right now. Of course, the volatility is expected at all-time high. And the main reason why is because you're going to have a fight from the people that have been buying Bitcoin throughout the last few years that are selling. Hey, I'm one of the sellers here. I am one of those people that sold a small little piece of the cake, right? From the Bitcoin that I've been buying throughout the last few years. I have to, as an investor, as we understand the markets, where to DCA in, right? We've been going through this throughout the last few years, guys. It's DCA, 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 buy Bitcoin. Don't wait for $10,000. That is a bad strategy. I want to buy at lower levels. I've been telling family and friends, just buy Bitcoin every week, every month if you can, because all-time highs will reach in the next few years. And once you hit all-time high, you want to start considering taking a bit of profit, okay? Without a doubt, just to stay on the safe side. So, this is, without a doubt, a very, very complex zone. It's a very, very complex area. I have to say, we are in the moment in history that this could go absolutely bananas in the next coming weeks. We could enter very aggressive price discovery. We have everything pointing out that a super cycle is very much possible. First US president to be pro-crypto. We're also going to see SEC chairman being pro-crypto very likely. Everything points out. We have the ETFs, right? That's another thing. We actually got outflows on the ETF throughout the last few days. Just yesterday, 100 million. But I do expect the ETF inflows to increase in the next coming days. I think there is going to be inflows kind of a euphoric FOMO stage, and we're going to see this in the green in the next coming days. Okay, I think today will be an inflow day. We'll check that tomorrow. So everything points out that is somebody saying 44K coming to liquidate some people. Wow. It would be nice. This is why this is not a bad level to short. I mean, at higher levels, I have to say, you need to be quick. You need to be woken. Stay woken. Stay woken. Would I short right now here? Well, no, personally not. Unless you're getting into a small, very small position just out of speculation. But no, your shorting zones would have been the double top or enter ever so slightly late, but not down here when the price has dropped already $3,000, because we are in an uptrend. This could be a regular correction and we're just going to form a higher low. So we need to come to the conclusion on, hey, could we form a higher low right over here? I need to go through the latest corrective move that we did have yesterday, because we could technically count this as a double 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Very, very complex, impulsive move, looking at Elliott wave theory, right? Where you have triple 1-2, even 4 1-2s, and you just need to realize where the heck are you right now, right? So I'm gonna go with these lows right there. We have another initial 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, right? It's just very, very complex. It's just gone very, very parabolic. There's too many microwaves here to the upside. We're just going to have to take a look at some initial levels of support regarding confluence. We got that daily level that was smashed through. Could this daily level provide us support? We're probably just about bouncing from that daily level. I mean, yeah, this is a zone where you could speculate on double bottoms. That daily close that we have is the one that is acting as support right now. The daily close and open from the 29th and 30th of October is the level that is providing support now throughout the last few minutes. So it is providing a bit of support. Let's take a look at CVD. If there is a lot of shorts entering the market, I would expect a bounce. Let's take a look here at the delta, because if there's going to be a lot of millions, I mean, there is some pretty interesting shorts entering right now. There's a lot of shorts entering that could provide that fresh liquidity to the upside. Somebody's saying that we have a lot of liquidity down below at the 44,000, right? $47,000, $48,000. Let's take a look at liquidity here. There is not as much liquidity to the upside, but there is, There is significant liquidity on short liquidations. This is like swing traders that they have their liquidation events. There's a lot of people underwater if they're shorting as swing traders, because you have their liquidations even at 80,000, even at 90,000, not too much once you cross $90,000, but there is significant liquidity above us still, right? And somebody is saying, you know, we do have a lot of liquidity beneath $47,000. It seems like that's not going to happen anytime soon anyway, right? Higher time frame scenario, it's not going to happen anytime soon. We're not going to see those liquidation events, right? At $47,000. So for the moment, I have to say this was a speculative good scalp long position. That daily level is providing support, right? We did smash through it as resistance. The daily close and open from the 29th and 30th of October is the exact level that is providing that internal support, and it's already bouncing a few $100. We've got a little bit of a double bottom right there. Yeah, this was actually a pretty good sniper long position, and you can be extremely defensive. Look how the daily level right there. I mean, I've been too distracted with higher time frames, the FOMO. I got my moon boots on, and I'm just about to board the rocket ship, guys. You know, I need to do this stream. I've got my moon boots on, and I'm going to the moon. I've got the rocket ship here ready to launch. You know, moon boy, here we at. So no time for doing, you know, technical analysis. Our Bitcoin bags are in insane profits. This wasn't a great speculative scalp long, I have to say. And just because of the level, just because it's a daily level that was hit just about, 30 minutes ago? This daily level was hit. It got an initial bounce. We came back down to test it, and we did double bottom. This is a confluence level. It's an important daily close, right, that we did have. And look how we ever so slightly got beneath the daily level, right over here. So it's really a sniper long. It's like, boom, tap beneath the level, get back above. You only have a few seconds here to get into that long if you want to manage risk like a pro. You need to be very, very active in front of the chart, right? It's already pumped about $500. Could we come back down, retest the level, create a triple bottom? It's possible. We can take it into consideration. We can take it into consideration without a doubt. It could triple bottom here. If we do get back below, fail to break out, it might be the one that gets the larger bounce. Look how all-time high has been providing support right over here. All-time high from March at 73,950. If we get back above all-time high in the next possible move, if we were to move back above all-time high, I would expect the price to have an attempt in create a new all-time high. So I think the most important thing here, looking at the local price action for all of those scalpers and day traders, is this was a good long position. The back test of the daily and the double bottom. We love double bottoms. I love double bottoms. I love them. Mariela knows, the people know, right? If you are hitting a specific confluence level, which is that daily level, it's the highest daily level that we, no, sorry, my bad. It's not the highest one. We do have an untapped daily level also here that is not on the chart. Hang on a second. We need to get this daily level. How come I do not have this daily level on the chart? Basically from the all-time highs in March. I do not believe it. And this was not tapped. And it's just right now still above that. It is actually above that daily level also. Yeah, you can see that daily level also from March, how it provided that quick support. And then on our other daily level from the 28th, 29th of October. Currently getting above them. Without a doubt, this was the level to long. This was the level to long. Double bottom, stop loss. You can be very defensive right now with your stop, right? Close to break even. And you can speculate on this next leg to the upside. Let me just take a look at the extension just to realize this move, because this could have been an ABC flat as well. This could have been an ABC flat right over here. Let's take a look at the extension. Probably hit the 1.618. Ah, there we have it. I've been distracted and I haven't done my proper analysis this morning. I have to say, it's all-time high. Let's just go live and celebrate, right? I haven't done my proper technical analysis this morning just because it's a all-time high. We'll do a little bit of freestyle here on the live stream. But my goodness, guys, the level to get into the long was the $72,750 because it's the test of the daily. It's the back test of the daily that has been broken, right? The back test of the daily right over here that we had on the 29th, 30th of October. It was still naked. It was not tested on the 31st of October. Beautiful daily close level that has just been back tested. It was the level to jump into a long position, guys. It was the level with a double bottom, and even adding more confluence, this could be an ABC flat. It does really look like it. I have to say, we are in massive uptrend. I mean, there's no reason to get bearish. We are in big, massive uptrend. And look at, what wave are we in right now? I have to say we are in multiple 1-2s, potentially in a third wave formation. And we're just going to go to slightly higher levels in the next couple of days just because of this parabolic move. Double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. This could really extend in the next couple of days. Just realizing the massive bullish. I don't see this corrective, to be honest. And, if you want to jump into some long positions, you obviously want to get into specific levels of confluence, right? This is why we come to the conclusion that the long position, I have to say, I missed it. I missed it here on the live, but we realized that it was the long to get into to potentially hit new highs. You can be defensive. You can have your stop loss at break even if you did backtest that daily. And what is very interesting here is looking at this, right? And my goodness, it's just a classic flat target zone, expanded flat because you hit the 1.618. Yeah, it's just incredible. How the technical analysis can really give you the exact level where you could get a pretty nice bounce. 1.618 extension from this move right there for a expanding flat target. 1.618 extension exactly at 72,736, which is with that daily level back test forming a double bottom. You need to be ready for those double bottoms at these confluence levels. It's already bouncing $600-700. I mean, if you take it as a scalp, I would consider taking some profits. Let's take a look at where the VWAP is. Currently, we're getting above the VWAP, so it's looking pretty good. The session VWAP, currently getting above it. I mean, it does look okay for the continuation up here, but I personally would not jump into a long right now. Just because of the risk management, right? Where should I put stop loss? Should I just put it down here? Could you enter here? Low leverage, look for the highs. You got a 2.5 risk to reward. You're risking a few peanuts here to take that shot. I mean, if this were to be a regular ABC flat, then the best level to manage risk would have been that $72,800 range, right? Where you have that double bottom, the back test of the daily, and the 1.618 extension, which you could speculate that it could be an expanding flat, and you're just going to continue to the upside to the all-time high levels. If we do get back above the all-time high levels from March of this year, right, which is 73,951, at least on the Bybit chart, it's going to be an internal sign of strength for me, right? It has provided the support. When we got the breakout, we got the big wick breakout, official all-time high. We got supported. We broke down here. So initially, we know it's a big level. It's the all-time high, right, that we did have in March. If we get back above that all-time high, it's going to be an initial sign of strength, okay? I would really want to see the moves to the upside being impulsive, and we could potentially jump into another scalp long position once we see that sign of strength, okay? I don't like it right now. This could have been the top. We could be seeing an impulsive move down, and we're just going to correct here, and we're just going to see some resistance and continue back down. I understand this could be the case. I understand that this is no level to get into any long or short. We need to take a look at the confluence levels to get into the position and do the analysis and get ready for the plan, just like we do every single day. Just like yesterday, we mentioned a scalp setup that played out very, very nicely. We did get the drop finally. This was the local internal double top, got a move of over $1,000. We want to try and get some things ready. This is why it doesn't matter missing a trading level, just like here, live in front of our eyes. Damn, this was actually the level to get into the long. The back test of that daily level, the 1.618 extension, is already bouncing a few $100s. You know, this is already a good trade where you could be defensive with your stop loss, and it actually double bottomed, right? Best strategy ever, double bottom, getting stop loss, get into the rally, right? So, you know, I do have my doubts that, hey, maybe what if this has been the top from this wave? We are going to see lower prices coming. I understand that situation. This is why I don't care. I understand certain levels where I could get into a trading setup that are going to be shared right now throughout this stream. And we're looking for scalps just like we did yesterday, guys. Hey, we got the double top, the live trade yesterday on the stream, entering at 70,200, and we did drop down below $69,000 eventually, that you already want to consider taking those profits. So we are going to be talking about, you know, what are the signs, what are the trading setups that I would be looking at here for the next coming hours. And this is why you subscribe to the channel. This is why you should smash up the like button, guys. If you do enjoy the content, destroy the like button. Let's double check here how many likes we do have on the stream before we go through the pure technical analysis. I think we should go to higher time frame, because I know there's a lot of people that are not too into, you know, advanced technical analysis, and they might see this a bit of a boring stream. We're hitting all-time high, and give me a little bit of a general perspective. What is my opinion throughout the, you know, next coming weeks and months, right? Do I see higher levels? I think a lot of people that subscribe to the channel that are relatively new or don't have, you know, cryptocurrency technical analysis knowledge, they'll find this analysis pretty boring, right? So I really want to do a general point of view as well on the price of Bitcoin. But we are scalpers, we are traders, we look for the opportunities inside here. This is why you subscribe, right? If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you want more information and trading and technical analysis education, well, there's only one place to go. Obviously, that is the Discord, the Legends trading community, where you have the first link down below, where you have the modules on learning how to read the charts, looking for trading opportunities with good risk management. And you also have the trading community. It is the first link down below, guys, if you want to take your trading to the next level, as we do talk about every single day also on the channel, but you get more specific updates in the Discord. Of course, today We had to go live on YouTube because we are breaking all-time high, and it's a historical day. It's a historical day. We got the president in the United States, Donald Trump. I think it is official already, guys. Let me know if it is official. It was not official just about an hour ago. Let me know if you guys do, if you do have the data. But it's basically, it's basically almost official that Donald Trump is. It's official. It is official, says 𝗬𝗫𝗫𝗫. It is official that Donald Trump is the new president of the United States. Absolutely epic. Let's go right away and go through comment section. Then we will go through the different scalping day trading opportunities, okay? Just like we do on every single live stream, guys. So far, the latest couple of days have been absolutely epic regarding the analysis on the internal day trading and scalping opportunities, right? The latest one being that short scalp, because it's a short scalp and people will get confused. We talk about short trade here. We talk about the take profit zone here. It's a get in, get out. We're not looking for the price to go down to 50K. It's a scalp. Also, the long position from the other day at the weekly naked point of control that played out very, very nicely. And I have to say, I already took most of the profits on at $70,000, right? But the weekly naked point of control bouncing here very nicely. Epic trade also provided on the YouTube live stream, right? A few days ago. And I have to say, I did hold a little bit of the bag, but most of the profits were taken on this run up, which is what we do. We look for level to level trading, right? You start sweeping up the highs, get a reaction. We want to get out, right? We want to take most of the profits. You could leave some open just in case the price extends, right? Leave 20% open, 10%, 30%, whatever you want. It's a free trade. So before we go through la technical analysis, right? On the lower time frames, realizing where we could have an opportunity, okay? And I know most of the people, you're lazy. Most of the people are lazy. I want to know if the price is going to jump up from here. I'm going to say it has a chance, but I have to say a long trade would have been better at lower levels. Realizing that this could be an ABC flat scenario from the all-time high that was created here, right? And we have a potential flat structure which is perfectly hitting the 1.618 extension from the highs to the lows, right? Perfectly hitting the 1.618 extension, which is the target zone of an expanding flat. It has a chance. I have to say, it has a chance for the runner to create all-time highs. Now, what would we want to see on the chart? Now, there is something very disturbing, of course. We need to analyze very carefully this movement to the downside. Yeah. Okay, you are saying that we're going up now, so should I just jump into a long position? Absolutely not, guys. The long position was down here at the double bottom. I do realize that we could go to lower levels, right? You need to know specifically where we want to enter the trade. This is not a zone that I would enter a short or a long. However, we can speculate on some different moves if we do get them, right? To speculate either in a short or in a long position. We build up the strategy, and this is why we talk about if the price does this, then it could potentially do that. Okay? So this is why we build up the scenarios. Regarding this movement, I know if the price does a certain thing, a certain movement, I know if it does get a correction, then we could be looking for a higher low eventually, right? We could be looking for the next extensive move to the upside. Or if it loses certain levels, then eventually we could be looking for a potential short position, right? Right now, let's put some levels on the chart. The anchored the session VWAP, sorry, is maintaining here very nicely. We just got above the session VWAP. Looks like a little bit of a sign of strength here to push up to ever so slightly higher levels. So it does have a chance. It's not a level on its own that I would trade, but it looks very, it looks like a small little sign of strength. It is a small initial sign of strength. getting above the session VWAP, it's a small sign of strength. Not too convincing at the moment because we're not getting a big leg up. If we get a big leg up, then I would say, okay, it looks pretty good. We're just ever so slightly consolidating above it, not having too much buying pressure. Let's take a look at CVD divergence, guys. Anybody that is not aware about CVD divergence, it just tells you the amount of shorts and longs that are entering, right? If they're getting absorbed by larger players. And we do have, yeah, we do not have any bullish CVD divergence. Okay, so we're not forming lower lows on the CVD. We're forming higher lows, higher lows, higher lows on price action as well. We do not have enough lower lows here, so there is not official bullish CVD divergence. And what we want to be careful here on the leg up is the possibility of forming bearish CVD divergence, which we are not, right? Traders are pretty flat here. The traders throughout the last hour are pretty flat. If you were to see a bunch of longs entering like this and the price ever so slightly going to higher levels, and we did have the lower highs on the price action and the higher highs on the CVD, then we could say, okay guys, there's too many longs entering where they might get punished and claim the lows again. But CVD right now, it's not giving us any data regarding bearish or bullish CVD, so it's pretty flat. There's no bullish or bearish CVDs. It's just pretty flat for the moment. Just looking at the technicals, it does point out that for the moment there is high probability that this has been an ABC flat and that we are bouncing from the old daily levels. We are currently above the VWAP, so for the moment the bulls have a chance in pushing the price up from this level. Now, regarding a trading setup, what I would like to see here on the lower time frames, right, is a pretty significant move to the upside, bringing us the possibility of the price breaking the all-time high from March 73,950. Oh, guys, tell me that someone managed to get into a long position at the back test of that daily level. I mean, that daily close and open was, my goodness, it was back tested here so nicely. It was the daily level that we had from last week, right? We know that these daily closes and opens, right, that have not been tapped, they can either reject or they can either break out and backtest as support, guys. We know this. I hope some of you that do have the knowledge and have been following for the last few months or years, right, and do have the knowledge, that did have, did get into that long position exactly at $72,745, where we did have an internal double bottom as well, right, on the lower time frame. It's just a classic textbook resistance support flip. When we zoom in on the lower time frames, as we do have that daily level here on the chart, I mean, look at this. Come on, guys, tell me that somebody entered into that long position, because this long position is protected right now. You've got an insanely small stop loss, and it's one of those long positions that I would have open just because we are in a very strong uptrend. Your stop loss is incredibly small, right? Give or take, if you did enter even $100 above, it doesn't matter. But this could come all the way up to all-time high. The risk to reward on this is massive. Tell me that someone jumped into a long position at that daily level, which we did even create a double bottom, right? Giving you the second chance to enter and manage risk. Because, I mean, this could be the trade. If we get above all-time high from March, I'm going to say, wow, whoever got into this trade is just going to bank a move of over $3,000 potentially in the next coming hours. This is the moment where Bitcoin moves up $3,000 in less than 24 hours. You know, this is the moment, guys. We're going to see moves if we do break out successfully from all-time high, right, after this rejection. If we're going to start seeing moves of $5,000, right, in 24 hours, or even $7,000, right? Big moves, big swings, because that's what usually happens, right, when you break an all-time high level, right? When we do take a look at Bitcoin from the previous cycle, it was like once you cross all-time high, you know, we start seeing major big swings. Now, you know, the question is, will history repeat? Are we entering that last leg from the bull run, right? That should at least be several, you know, a few months, right? At least a few months, at least to Q1 of 2025, right? 2, 3, 4, 5 months. We could get a corrective move, just like what happened here back in 2021, right? We know that Q1 was very bullish of 2021. Then we got an epic collapse. Then we came back up here in Q4 of 2021. Overall, I'm happy to start scratching profits Q1 of 2025 as Bitcoin does potentially reach 80K, 90K, 100K. I've been buying Bitcoin like crazy throughout the last few years. Also been buying here at, you know, 20,000, 25,000. You know, we start hitting these major levels and, you know, you want to take profits, right? You want to take profits. However, let's talk about higher time frame target zones, right? I want to go through the lower time frames here on, you know, getting back above, you know, if you missed the long position, if you missed this long position, which was the long to get into, guys, I have to say, my goodness, it doesn't matter. We will look for another opportunity. We'll look for another opportunity because that daily, that double bottom, that 1.618 extension from this, la puta madre. It was the level. It was the level. Anyway, we'll go through the sign of strength, getting above all-time high from March, which looks like it wants to do so. We already got that initial sign of strength. This was not an easy long position right here at the VWAP backtest. Today's VWAP, right? The session VWAP. It's just not a long that I would have entered. Backtested the VWAP. I mean, if you wanted to have an attempt, the only way for me to get into a long position here is put a stop loss ever so slightly beneath the level and speculate on the pump here. It wouldn't be a long trade that I would ever take. Let's just leave it that way. This is why we didn't talk about it. But if we do get the breakout from the all-time high, this would be a pretty good, strong sign of strength. We dip down below it. If we get back above the all-time high from March at 73,951 on Bybit, we have to recognize that, hey, this has got support today. We have support. It got supported. It's going to be tricky. But if we do get an initial pump out, the retracement is going to be very interesting, guys. We know the back tests of the levels. If we have them on the chart, it could be a back test on the all-time high. So this is what we should be paying attention to, potentially jump into a long position only if we break the previous all-time high from March, which is at 73,951. You have this daily level, right? If you break the daily level, if you break this daily level successfully, which we did today, you recognize that this daily level could act as support. It could act as support. This daily level, close and open from the 29th and 30th of October, it could act as support if you break out of it. And this is what has happened. That daily level acted as support once we got the rejection from the all-time high. And it bounced beautifully. It was the long of the day if you wanted to get into. And it actually double bottomed. You know, what else do you want? You double bottom. You got insane good risk management. Stop loss just below the low. And you got the projection of, hey, I don't know what this is. This is probably a 10 to 1 risk to reward. It was the level to get into the long position. So if we do now break out from the all-time high, you know, all-time high from March, a bit volatile, but it did act as support. You move up, you bounce back up, backs down. Look at this, boom, boom, boom. This right over here is the all-time high from March. It acted as support. So if you break the all-time high, you're going to get some initial bounces at the all-time high. Look at this. So with that conclusion, position in the bear market, says 𝗞𝗿𝗄𝗿. Look, we are talking about some scalping day trading opportunities. I would want to see Bitcoin going to 90K and $100,000 plus, but we're talking about some scalping opportunities here, day trading opportunities. Not really that interested in the back test of the all-time high level. I mean, it was support. All-time high from March, right? I'm not going to, let's put all-time high March here because people might get confused. March all-time high. Not really that interested in the back test from this level. It has been support today, but we are in a huge uptrend, guys. We're not going to, you know, the market is bullish. So shorting here is, for me, not a great option. It's not a great option. Also realizing that this could be an ABC flat. We hit beautifully the 1.618 extension either from this low or this low. It doesn't really matter. You could take this low even. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it's better on this one because you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this would be the end of this corrective structure, not this one, because you kind of formed here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You kind of already formed. Yeah, from this point to this point, hitting the 1.618 and actually realizing that this could be a flat. This could be a flat structure. So eventually you are looking at 1.618 tapped, ABC flat. It's still an incredibly bullish market structure. We would have to speculate that this is actually bullish. And this has just been a little bit of a long squeeze that we've had. This is a move of almost $3,000 that we had in a matter of a few hours. A move of almost 3,000, more like 2,500. You know, it's a big move, and just for a few hours. But eventually, we do expect these large swings when we hit all-time high. So anyway, let's just go with the scenario. I'm not interested in a short here personally. Already in a short from slightly higher levels. It could backtest the March all-time high and reject. But I realize the bullishness. I realize the potential of an ABC flat. I realize that this might have been the high for the next coming days, and we're just gonna, you know, continue some initial waves to the downside. It's I would say if you did long here, we're currently just at the all-time high from March. It could be an initial good TP1. Okay, I mean the price has moved $1,000 from that daily level. If anybody got into the daily level back test or double bottom right there, because right now we're hitting basically a basic support resistance flip. We got supported from the all-time high of March. It could act as resistance and it could roll down. So keeping it easy. I would prefer, for any scenario, the only scenario that I do like is a potential successful move back above the March all-time high, which has proven to be support throughout early this morning, to look for the back test as support and get the rise. Just like we broke the daily here and we back tested the daily and we got this initial bounce of a few, basically over $1,000. Now it's currently rejecting, right? We got the basic textbook technical analysis, support, break, flips into resistance. And if you did scalp long that level, this is a TP1 and you eventually want to put your stop loss to break even. because it could reject, right? It's level to level trading. And I think the best option that we do have here is even though if we do reject, I have to say it's a short that I'm willing to miss. I don't see a high probability rejection. There's just realizing that this could be an ABC flat and we could be breaking out. So for me, this is just not a good short level, even though it's a support resistance flip and it could reject and roll down, which is the all-time high from March. I don't think it's a good short. It's not a good short in my opinion, just because of the power of this being an ABC flat, right? In this massive uptrend. We've been forming ABC flats like crazy throughout the last few days. Let me just show you. I'll show you, right? Where you have the corrective move, you claim the highs, you claim the lows, and you form a flat structure. Then you start recovering here with a double 1-2. We've had flats throughout the last few days, which have been absolutely crazy, right? We got the initial pump here from 66,700, which is where we kind of double bottomed and got above the weekly level. This was the long position that we mentioned a few days ago. Also with stop loss, I even said, give a bit of room of stop loss if you were looking to get into this trade. People that could not actively trade and look at the charts specifically to get into the best entry point, right? Based on the reaction, and say, hey, just long here, put stop loss down here. We're very likely going to go to $70,000 on a live stream a couple of days ago, right? If you're still in that long, which I closed all of my long positions, and I took most of the profits here at 70K, okay? I had to say, as a day trader, I don't get into these large swings, okay? I don't get into the large swings. Most of the profits I've already taken after a move of several $100s, or even in this case, almost $3,000, which was a very nice day trade long position. But anyway, coming to the flat scenarios, guys, we've been forming flats all the time, and flats are very classic on Bitcoin because they're liquidity grabs. Flats are they're basically liquidity grabs. You get the pump, you get the retracement, you get the sweep of the highs, sweep of the lows, back to the races, especially in an uptrend, right? So you got a flat right over here. You could arguably discuss this is a flat as well, right there. Flat there, flat right over here. Claim the highs, claim the lows, off to the races. You got a lot of flats happening. So I have to come to the conclusion that, hey, this is potentially another flat scenario. This is very possible another flat scenario, and we would be expecting new all-time highs in the next coming hours. And an initial sign of strength would be getting back above the March all-time highs. So yeah, I mean, this would be a good scalp long, and I think your stop loss can be so tight. If we do retrace here, I mean, there's two scenarios here. You break out and you pump like crazy, like there's no tomorrow, and we absolutely moon. Or you pump out and you get the quick retracement to backtest the previous all-time high from March, which would be your long entry zone. And it might just gently tap it to perfection and get the bounce, just like we gently tap that daily level from the 29th and 30th of October. My goodness, guys, who got into this long position? Let me know. Who got into the resistance support flip of that daily? Let me know right away. I know somebody must have got into that long position here. Let me know in the comment section, because that's an epic long position. I would say, guys, this is kind of safe to hold till we hit all-time highs, and your stop loss is so small based on the double bottom as well. Even if it's here, it was just such a good long trade. Such a good long trade. Come on. 1.618 extension from this move. Come on. It was the level. Anyway, let's see if we do get that breakout. We could be getting a back test of the level. Like I said, we're going to have to be paying attention. That back test of the all-time high that was proven support today. It might be an ever so slightly gentle touch. It might get a bit of volatility. We could look for those local double bottoms, right? Recoveries. But overall, it would be the interest zone, give or take a bit of room for stop, right? And look for the highs to be claimed. You are looking for that, 4, 5 to 1 risk to reward. Anyway, if we do get the retracement, right? You'd never know if you're going to get that retracement. It might just rocket to all-time high again. But if it does retrace, we got a level, we got a strategy, we got a potential level to bounce. And that would be that one right there. It is acting as resistance. It's getting a reaction. I just don't like this short. If you want to attempt a short because we back testing here, the all-time high from March, I don't like it. I prefer to say, look, I missed the short. If we roll down from here, come back down to the lows, I have to say, if you want to attempt that short position, you just can't go crazy with your stop loss. If we start breaking above the all-time high from March, you can't go crazy with stop loss. You need to risk peanuts here. Risk peanuts. It is a possible back test level where you get the support resistance flip. It is the all-time high from March. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it because I realize that this could be an ABC flat, and we are strongly uptrending. And I do think that the price will eventually break out, even though I'm in a short position from over this, from this zone, but it's protected. It's a small position. It would only be worth it if we do drop a few $1,000s, guys, here on Bybit. I did get into that short. I know Mariella got into the short. Higher levels on that double top. Remember, if you are interested in trading, Bybit has that $500 bonus that you can claim right away once you sign up, guys. It's an airdrop bonus and you can use it for trading. You sign up, you claim your bonus. The profits that are made from that bonus can be withdrawn, okay? Take advantage. Bybit for me is the number one to buy crypto, trade crypto, but there's alternatives as well. If you cannot do KYC, you do have bluffing. It is the third link down below where you do get a $10,000 deposit bonus, guys. Take advantage of that. 10,000 deposit bonus. The more you deposit and trade, the more airdrops you're getting, and you can use that money to increase your capital and make bigger trades, guys. Take advantage of that $10,000 deposit bonus on bluffing, which is no KYC, no identification needed, right? A lot of people really like that because they don't want to put their identification on exchange, and they do have proof of reserves, so they are extremely legit, okay? Just to point that out, it's importante because I do get DMs, hey, which is a good no KYC platform that I can use. Bluffing is the way to go. They have proof of reserves. They don't do any fishy things with the client's funds like some other exchanges that have collapsed in the past. We ain't gonna say any names, but we know that, right? Such as FTX, right? Who cares? FTX collapsed because they were playing around with the funds of their clients. Not real volume, not real liquidity. There's real liquidity here on bluffing, okay? They do have proof of reserves. Let's go. Europe is now calling the longs, I think. Europe is now calling the longs. Yeah, probably, yeah. I learned about you and 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿. I am enjoying your real-time analysis. 𝗿𝗿𝗆𝗿, thank you very much. Shout out to 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿. He's my brother. He's the one that I feel so much close in the crypto technical analysis YouTube space. For me, he's like one of the closest, right, regarding the other large crypto tubers. Of course, there's 𝗿𝗿𝗆𝗿, who is the coach in the Legends trading community. He's absolutely insane, guys. If you haven't checked out 𝗿𝗿𝗆𝗿, you need to go and check him out right away. I'm not sure if he's in the comment section right now, but the education that 𝗿𝗿𝗆𝗿 provides is next level. It purely is next level, guys. If you are just starting your trading education, or you've been here for a few months but you want to take it to next level, you need to check out 𝗿𝗿𝗆𝗿, okay? He is also a coach in the Legends trading community on Discord, and I'm going to pin his YouTube channel right away here in the comment section because you need to go and check him out. The education and the analysis that he provides every single day is really good and educational, and gives explanations such as I do. I want to believe that I do as well, right? I want to believe that I do. I mean, if you are a legit follower from the last several months and years, you know that we talk about level to level. And, you know, yesterday's short position, I mean, come on, it played out in the end. It played out. We did get a drop of over $1,000. That double top, it's like, guys, it's now or never. We got a tight stop loss above the highs, and we are targeting these lows that, I have to say, it was slightly front run, but it happened. We got the double top at 70,300. This was the short position happening live on the live stream yesterday. And we got the move. It was a bit choppy, a bit volatile. We were having some internal bullish CVDs, right? We got the move down. We got the move down. It happened. Just saying. Just saying. It's technical analysis, guys. It's not magic. It's technical analysis. You know, I'm not special. My mother always said that to me. You are not special. Only joking. She thinks I'm very special. But other people, you're not special. I know I'm not special. It's technical analysis, right? It is just TA. It's levels. It's levels on the chart. Anyway, enough talking BS here. Let's go through the comment section. Mate, are you short now? Yes, I am in a small short position just because it's speculative, right? What if we do double top from the all-time high? Position is protected. You know, it's only $100 in profit right now, but eventually if we were to go down to $66,000, right, or 65, then eventually the profits would be much larger. But yeah, in this speculative short, already stop loss at break even. I know Mariella got into a short position from this double top because she is active. She is like on the chart. She knows. She shared with me a long position P&L this morning, which I would want to share it. It's on my phone. It's on my phone, and I don't have it here on the desktop. But I would share it right away. A long position here from the $68,000 range, which was absolutely epic. And she jumped into a short position from $75,100 and something dollars. And I know the reason why. You know, it's a speculative double top scenario. So, you know, if you're in a short position from here, if Mariella's in a short position from here, I know it's because of the rejection of this double top. I know it's because of that. You don't need to tell me why and the reason why. I know why you entered, because we double topped here, and I know where your stop loss is. So anyway, shout out to you, Mariella. Please tell us some books to learn technical analysis. Wow, there's a lot of books. I have to say, I've got a bunch of books here in my I was just remembering here the 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, is it? This dude that says that has a Lamborghini. Do you know what I'm proud about? Not my Lamborghini. It's knowledge and the amount of books that I have. Anyway, I got a few books here, and every book is good. It's just having knowledge. But I have to say, you know, all books are good. There's no magic book for technical analysis, but there is several books. I have to say, what can I say? There's just so many books. I'll just share them here. I've actually got some in Spanish, but yeah, there is a few of them. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of trading in the zone. Trading in the zone is trading en la zona from Mark Douglas. This is regarding psychology. You ain't going to get any strategy out of here, but it just makes you understand how your behavior needs to be when you are trading, how you need to be responsible. So it's a good, I mean, I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it would be good for most of the people just to get into the character and the discipline of how to trade. You really need to change your mentality when you're trading, and I think this is good to change your mentality. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, but you ain't gonna get any strategies or any of that, you know, throughout that book. And the Bible of technical analysis for me is this one. It's an extremely boring from John Murphy. Not sure if you guys see this. John Murphy, Análisis técnico de los mercados financieros. This is like the Bible of technical analysis. You'll get all sorts here. It just touches a little bit of everything. But it's very techy, and it's like a Bible, right? I know it's one of those books that you're like, okay, I would read a few pages a day, but it's very, very techy, and it's just very, very large. This is a good one. This is in Spanish. I'm not sure the English version which one it is, but it's from Van K. Tharp. Tener éxito en trading. But anyway, it's in English as well. This is a Spanish version, but it's from this guy here. Then you also have Elliott Wave Principles. Okay, Elliott Wave Principles is a good one. I mean, this book is wrecked. This is a good one. Elliott Wave Principles based on Fibonacci waves. This is very, very good, without a doubt. Just to make you understand the waves and the extensions. This is an epic book that I would highly recommend, right? It just gives you, it just makes you understand the projections, the timing, the Fibonacci levels, right? Just like this flat scenario, a possibility as well that just hit the 1.618 extension with a daily level. But if you want the education much faster, guys, on modules, I am doing an advanced Elliott Wave section on the modules from the masterclass that we have in the Legends trading community. But if you want strategies, take the motorway, the fast path in learning the technical analysis and the levels and the strategies, well, eventually you want to learn it from somebody that's been doing it for the last few years, and that you have the modules very condensed and very all in one, very, very fast to learn. Because if you need to go and find your strategies throughout books, right, and other different courses, which I'm not saying other courses are bad, but you want to take a fast track, right? Well, you have the modules in the Legends trading community. There we have the legend himself right over there. The fast track, without a doubt, is the modules, guys, in the Legends trading community. You do get that inside of the Discord, apart from my updates and devils and the rest of the coaches. You do get the modules right there, and that is the best way to learn fast, right? Visual, seeing the levels, the explanations. It's just the best option. I wish I had back in the day, some very, very good modules and courses to basically. I've gone through dozens of courses, dozens of books, and it's all good. The more courses you do and the more books you read, it's all good. It's all knowledge. But if you want to take a fast track, right, to go through strategies, then I would say go to the modules in the masterclass, right? It's just the best option, guys. It's the fastest way to learn. Anyway, we are struggling a little bit here from the all-time high of March. It is reacting ever so slightly. Proven level of support, keeping it simple. If we break through from here, it's going to be looking pretty good. But I have to say, we need a breakout from that level to see a new all-time high. This would be a sign of strength, breaking above the previous all-time high from March. It's currently just at the level right now as we speak, and it could reject. I am not liking the short because I realize how bullish we still are. If a short would have been better at higher levels based on the local double top. This would not be a level that I would short based on the epic uptrend and realizing that this could be an ABC flat. It's not a level where I would short personally, even though the price gets the resistance and rolls back down. Well, like I said, if you want to take the shot, your stop loss could be relatively tight. You got the barrier here. You can risk a few peanuts. I mean, if it were to end up rejecting very aggressively in the next coming hours, risk to reward can be very, very attractive. So you don't need to risk too much to speculate on this all-time high backtest. But I just with the uptrend and realizing that, we have been forming flats throughout this uptrend, and the price is very strongly uptrending and bullish. We could be in a parabolic stage. Not liking it unless we double top. I'm more interested in double tops than speculating on a lower high here. More interesting to speculate on a higher low, to look for the highs to be claimed again. We uptrending. The trend is your friend till the very end. We do not know if the trend is at the end right now, right? We need to break some levels of strong support. Anyway, let's go through comment section. Mariela, thanks for the super chat. Come on, much love to you. Mariela did come to Dubai last month. We hanged out. It was really nice to see you, Mariela. Shout out to you. She's been following the channel for the last few years. Moderator also for a long time. We have she's not only a moderator, she's a good friend. We do stay in contact. Much love to you, Mariela. Shout out to you, Andy. Everything I know, I learned it by watching you on YouTube over and over again for the past 3 years, and now in the Legends Trading community. Mariela, thank you very much for that very kind comment. Love it. I'm the same, but for the past 1.5 years. Jocasta, absolutely amazing. Crazy. Rainbow flags in. Now we just have to get Andy attention like old times. My man, Pac-Man, much love to you. Much love to you, my brother. Sin Games, 438 likes. Let's see if we can all destroy the like button for this all-time high fest. We are going to stay here. We're going to do a marathon, guys. We're going to do a marathon. Let's see if we do get a live trading setup just like we did yesterday. It was a scalp short, okay? For any of those haters, this was a scalp short, and we talked about the take profit zones, which were basically hit, right? We did get the move down. We got a live scalp short. We talked about this only internal level. We might get this one. We might get this one on the live. We might break out from the all-time high of March. That will be initial sign of strength, and we could come and back test that level that has been proven support, and this could be the confirmation of an ABC flat, and we off to the races, back to all-time highs, guys. Let's see if we get the breakout, because we understand it could be a rejection point. It is the all-time high from March, and it is struggling. It's trying to break through. We are trading below it. Look at this. It's trading just below it. Not interested in the short unless you're in a short from higher. In this case, right over here, which for me it's a late short, but I'm defensive already. I'm just realizing the double top. I'm realizing I'm not going to close at some profits. It's not even, just around about $100 on that trade position. So it's just not worth it for me to. It's a swing short, right? It's just in case the price does drop a few $1,000s. Not interested in taking profits, but it's at break even right now. These short would have been here. Now the question is, will this be a good short position? I personally think after this corrective move that we will successfully break out a few $100s, if not over $1,000, because this is a correction move, right? This is a corrective move. After a corrective move and a breakout of the highs, it's just unlikely that you're going to form a kind of a triple top right there, right? We're getting the breakout right now, or it's attempting to do so from the all-time high of March. Getting above this level would be a sign of strength, and I would say that there's high probability that those highs are going to be taken. New all-time highs to be printed in the next coming hours if we successfully get a move here. But it still could be a fake out. It could still be a double toppy locally. Let's give the Bulls a chance here. It looks like it wants to smash out. My goodness. Whoever got into the long position here has a very good position. Stop loss at break even. Whoever entered that long, it could be a good long all the way up to the highs. So anyway, just would I be interested in a short position right now as a failed breakout from these highs and form a triple top, I have to say that this is not the greatest short position, and I'll just give you the most simple example to tell you why. Why wouldn't this be a good triple top, right? Why wouldn't you like this, fake out from the all-time highs here and form a triple top? Just because this could be the corrective structure in an ABC flat. And once you do create these corrective structures and you've already formed a double top, right? And I'll just give you the most simple and clearest example where you have this corrective structure, you claim the highs, you claim the lows. Once you break out from the highs, it decreases the probability that you are going to form 1, 2, 3, right, on a triple top. It decreases the probability. This was already the correction in a flat, so you are looking for the breakout. This is why, would this be a good short position here to speculate on a failed breakout? I have to say, there is low probability. There's higher probability that we are going to punch out from all-time high and actually go to higher levels, just because of the nature of this has already been a corrective move. If we have not double topped from here already and successfully continued to the downside, this is a corrective move already in a three-wave structure, and the high probability is breaking out already from that level, or at least getting a large move of several $100s or even of over $1,000, just because we've already formed the corrective structure. We've already formed the three-wave move down. Double tops are better. Triple tops, they can be very risky. Very, very risky. Double tops are better. Double bottoms. Triple ones. Triple bottoms. Come on. 2 bottoms at a time or 1 at a time, huh? Let's go. What's the book's name? What's the book's name? What book's name? LX. There's several books you can take. There's infinite books. There's harmonic books as well that are very good. There's many books. I have taken profit at 73,700. Next at 74,400, the 618 Fibonacci. Yeah, without a doubt, golden pocket is always it's always a level. Like I said here, this is not a breakout. This is not a good move up. I want to see, you would say, oh, will we bounce right now from the all-time high of March and then get a move up? Preferably, I would want to see a larger move with some volume, okay? There's no real volume here coming in right now on this pump. I want to take a look at CVD right away. Want to take a look at CVD. Just in case, yeah, there's not really that much longs entering. There's no bearish CVDs. So for the moment, it is good. As long as we maintain lower highs here and lower highs on the CVD on all of the exchanges, then we're good. The problem would be lots of longs FOMOing in here and forming those higher highs on CVD and lower highs on price action. That would be a moment of doubt that I would say, oh my goodness, there's too many longs FOMOing in here at the highs. But we're not getting that. So that means that there is higher probability in continuation to the upside. Well, there is a few million long positions here. This is not a successful breakout, I have to say, for me just yet. This could still be very fakey outy, right? Just like here, right? You got the previous all-time high from March. Would you say that this is a breakout, this price action here, that you are going to continue to the downside with this move? You're going to back test and you're going to continue down? No. This is a small little teeny weeny break that's ended up in a fake out, right? It actually held as support. This is fake out. you want to see a large move here. You want to see a big move, get it at least $400 or $500 to be confident that this is looking good. Now I'm looking for the bounce on the retracement. None of this price action. This could still chop and roll down. It needs to break out. It needs to get that move because fake outs happen all the time. This is very poor price action to the upside, and it could roll down still as resistance. I want to see that initial pump in the next coming hours. Smash the like button, legend. Smash the like button, says Crypto Big Brains. Much love to you. We're over 1,100 people here on the stream. We can get to 1,000 likes today. It's been quite a while without having 1,000 likes on the stream. So yeah, not liking this breakout. I don't like it for a short. I don't like it for a long. I realize that it's not a good breakout from the all-time high of March. We need to get a leg up here. We need to get a leg up. We can analyze the micro counts. It might be interesting. It might be interesting if we were to, I mean, if this might be a double 1-2, I have to say. 1-2, 1-2. Boom, we get the third wave right now, absolutely rocketing. But I would be interested, right, if we do not get the breakout and we're still looking for a higher low, we're still in very much bullish momentum. If this ends up being the ABC flat that we have been speculating throughout the stream, if we were to reject from this point, and this hit the 1.618 extension right there, my goodness. Bouncing from the daily, oh my goodness. We have someone here, who is it? 𝗬𝗂𝗿𝗫, potentially long in here, this double bottom at the daily level. So epic, so epic. And already taking profits as we are back testing the March all-time high, guys. This is the March all-time high, which we are getting this choppiness. Woo! I don't like it. We need to pop out from here already. Yeah, not liking this small little breakout. We would have to get a large move, and then I would say, guys, this looks good for a bounce and a back test. Not this, not this, not this. This could roll down. We need a good solid move up. If we do correct down now out of speculation, we could be looking at CVD, right? We're building a strategy right now, because I can technically, on the lower time frames, right? We're looking at the 1 minute here. From the low, we can count an initial wave, a corrective wave. We got the next wave right over here. We got this corrective right over here. And then we got this one right over here. So we got kind of a micro count 5 waves here. Now, this is what is going to be looking interesting. If the price, which has the possibility, unless this is a double 1-2 and we're just on the formation of that third wave, we're going to absolutely rock it. If the price does move down here in a 3-wave structure, if we form something similar to this price action, I have to say we need to be paying attention to the VWAP, session VWAP. We need to be paying attention to the extension here, 1-to-1 extension on this possible move. I mean, I'm not saying that this has to happen, but if we move like this, or very similar, right? We never get a move exactly how we draw it, but we could have a similar move. If we were to get that move, instead of breaking out successfully, look for the retracement, back test the all-time high from March, look for the long, unless you're in a long position from lower, from that daily, phenomenal. That's the only good position that I do see here. Or we move down in a kind of a 3-wave structure. We come to back test again the session VWAP, the VWAP right from the session. Start hitting in between 50% most aggressively 7/8 Fibonacci, because what we would speculate here is in a potential wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. We're going back up to all-time highs. Now, what we would want to see on this move is a 3-wave corrective structure. Let's remain patient, because we might as well jump into a higher low here. If we correct down slowly in a 3-wave manner, we start forming some bullish CVD divergence. We get a lot of people shorting the market right over here, right? If we do start moving down here in a 3-wave structure, and we get CVD creating those lower lows, right? This is going to be the golden ticket. It will be the golden ticket in between 50% Fibonacci and the 7/8 Fibonacci for that speculative long position. And I mean, not only to the highs, because if this were to be a first initial wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, then we're going to be in that wave 3, right? So the risk to reward would be very, very attractive. Very, very attractive if you can manage to jump into that 3rd wave. Now, we do have reasons to believe, not a short, we do have reasons to believe that, you know, this could happen. Why do we have reasons that this could happen? Please explain. I mean, this is in between 50% and 618. It's not going to be easy. It might backtest that daily level as well that we do have from March. This is a March daily level at 73,100. Let's see how we come down there. If we were to come down there, right? Why do we have reasons that this could be a long and that we could form a higher low? Why are you saying this? Please explain. I mean, if this were to be an ABC flat, which bounced at the daily, we hit the 1.618 extension, which is a target zone on an expanding flat. We are uptrending. Price is bullish. So, you know, we've got reasons to believe that, you know, hey, maybe this was the low and all-time highs will be hit in the next coming hours. On this initial move to the upside, me personally, and you as well, come on, we can count 5 waves up. We understand that a corrective structure could happen here right now, just because we formed 5 waves to the upside on the lower time frame, unless we are forming a multiple 1-2-1-2, which is, you know, it has happened throughout the last 24 hours. This is why we exploded out. Okay, I have to say, you know, this was not the biggest, my favorite possibility throughout the last 24 hours. I really was not expecting the price to hit all-time high, as mentioned on yesterday's live stream, but it did end up in a multiple 1-2-1-2-1-2 bang. You know, when you have multiple 1-2s, you're building up into a 3rd wave, which is extremely bullish, as we can see with this move. So when we do zoom in, there's either 2 scenarios here. I mean, unless the bearish one plays out, is that you have a possibility of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You formed an initial wave 1 with 5 waves up. And what you would be wanting to see right now is a corrective structure in a 3-wave move, potentially bottoming out in between 50% and the 7/8 Fibonacci. And what we want to see, if we do form a nice chilled 3-wave move, guys, nothing too aggressive. I don't want a falling knife now in the next coming minutes. Not interested in catching that. If we do fall down aggressively with volume and the price just drops and drops and drops, not interested. I need to see that 3-wave move, chilled, low volume, decreased volume, even lower volume, right, from this movement up that we've had here. If I do get that price action, you know, and we do get bullish CVDs, which is confirming us that there is shorts entering into the market as we get that move down, if we were to get it, okay? This is if we were to get it. I don't know if we're going to get that move down. It might be a double 1-2, triple 1-2, right? Where you're basically building up for that massive 3rd wave. It could 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and it's just going to form a higher low. The moment you lose this low, then that is the moment that we want to pay attention to the waves, right? We want to expect this, and expect something like this. This is going to be very interesting if we start moving down like this, because that is when I need to speculate that, okay, we could be in a wave 2 here, especially if we do get shorts entering into the market. I mean, this is what we want to see. If the price retraces down here and we get the lower lows on the CVD, whatever CVD platform you're using, I'm using AGGR.trade, but you have XOchart, you have CoinGlass, you have many other ones. If we get the selling pressure on the retail selling pressure, and we are getting it, it's getting absorbed. This Elliott wave count will possibly be correct. And if this is correct, and this has been an ABC flat, unless you're forming a 111-212, and we might just rock it here, guys. I have to say, it's possible, but it would be very interesting to see that corrective move, how it does form in the next hour or so, right? It's not going to happen in minutes. This is, looking at the 1 minute time frame. We need to see the timing, but it could be a very, very interesting setup, because if this is an ABC flat, right, just similar to what we have formed throughout the last few days. You get the pump, you get the retracement, you double top, you claim the lows. This is a flat structure right there. And what we are speculating on, what could happen on Bitcoin now, is this right over here. And this retraced all the way down to the 7.8. So let me just put this right over here. You got the flat, you got the first initial wave to the upside, and then the retracement, and then in this case you formed a 112 right there, and you started exploding out throughout early this morning. But I want you to take a look at this. Bang, bang, claim the highs, claim the lows, potential flat right over here. And then you have the first wave to the upside, and you are speculating on the second wave to form a higher low. Just this price action, right? And this was from yesterday, early this morning. We could, right, if we were to retrace down, speculate on that scenario. We are uptrending. The trend is our friend. We got the potential flat structure right over here. And then we got this potential move if we do retrace down. And the price is bullish. So this is why we would be kind of wanting to mirror this scenario that happened yesterday, throughout yesterday and today. You retrace down here in a 3-wave move, and you form bullish CVDs. You're getting people shorting the market that is creating liquidity above, the price. Then we need to speculate that we could be back testing that daily. The session VWAP could provide support. Look at session VWAP here. It did get below it ever so slightly, but we then got supported. VWAP is great for scalping. It's an initial, it's a local level of support, the session VWAP. So we need to see if VWAP and daily level, see if we form a 3-wave structure to the downside. See if we have bullish CVDs. That is going to be our golden ticket. If we get some bullish CVDs, we get some shorts entering the market here, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We might, we need to speculate on that scenario. We need to speculate on the long. And we basically would be mirroring this kind of price action that we formed throughout yesterday and today, right? Now, this is only possible. This is only possible if we move down in a 3-wave structure, right? If we do not form a falling knife now in the next coming minutes, right? I think there's, the 2 bullish case scenarios from this pivot. There's only 2 that comes to my mind. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, right? And the reason why you have a 111-2, you're basically forming the 1-2 here inside of the 3rd wave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this just builds up into a massive third wave to the upside because these are micro counts, 1, 2 inside of lower time frame, right? It just gets very complex. So we're getting the leg down here. So for the moment, I like this idea. I like this idea. If we do claim that low from here, the 1-1-1-2 scenario, right? 1-1-1-2, boom, 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 rocket. If we get back beneath this low, that is invalidated, right? The 1-1-1-2 scenario would be invalidated. That's where you need to come to the next conclusion that, okay, maybe this has been a 5 internal move up to the upside and would be interested in that, you know, ABC kind of move here. I mean, let's change this color. And we need to see that chilled movement down. I don't want to see a falling knife. I'm not going to long on falling knife here. If we suddenly collapse $1,000 right now in a matter of minutes, I don't want to catch a falling knife, even though it could get a bounce at the VWAP or the daily, right? Backtest that daily that we do have from March. Anybody that is not aware about that daily, it's just the daily level that we just broke from March right over here. From March of this year, daily close and open that was not tested. You know, it could provide that support without a doubt. It could provide that support. So VWAP, daily level from March, or we just formed the 1-1-2 guys and we're going to absolutely moon in the next coming hours. We're getting back to all-time highs. So, I mean, that is a plan. If this were to be just like this price action that happened yesterday, guys, ABC flat right there, just to mirror what we've basically been talking about. ABC flat, ABC flat, first initial wave to the upside, corrective wave, looking for a higher low for continuation of the trend. We got the first initial wave up now. Will we get that corrective move in the next hour or so? Right? This is, you know, if we do get this kind of movement, it's what we, you know, it's what we want to trade, right? Especially from this low of today. If we form bullish CVD divergence, we get those lower lows on the CVD. It's going to be the golden ticket. It will be the golden ticket to speculate on a third wave up to get back to all-time highs. It will be the golden ticket. And you know, this would be the level where you know, it's a trading plan. Will it happen or not? We're going to have to see. We need bullish CVDs. We got the daily. We got the VWAP. We got some stuff here. There's reasons to believe that the price could form a higher low. And if this is an initial first wave 1 and you get a wave 2, we are in the wave 3, guys. We're in the money here. This is a big move that could happen. And obviously the risk to reward is worth it. But we need that data. We need the data. And we also look at Fibonacci. And our entry zone is in between the 50% Fibonacci and the 7/8 Fibonacci, which is the most common zone where a wave 2 could bottom out. That is taking a look at Fibonacci from the lows to the highs. And yeah, basically in between 50%. The chart is a bit of a mess right now, but I hope you can see it. It would be in between 50% and 7/8. Not going to be easy. We need a 3-wave move. We'll be taking a look at the extension. If we form bullish CVD divergence, we get those lower lows. I think we could, you know, I think I would take the shot. I think I would take the shot. It's a plan. I don't know if this plan is going to happen. I don't know if everything that I'm talking about is going to happen. But if it does, I will be very interested in speculating on that long trade. So this is why when we do the analysis, I don't know what the heck is going to happen. Right? Surprise, surprise. But I know that if we do get this movement, as I explained, I would be interested in speculating on the long. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. But if something happens, then I could tell you that there could be a high probability that this next move could happen, right? So it's all about, this is why we create these plans. I don't know what the heck is going to happen. Nobody knows, but we can find probabilities depending on the next move that happens. Depending on what happens next, we can speculate what could happen next after that move based on the analysis that we have created. And if we do break out from the all-time high of March, which is currently what is providing resistance, I have to come to the conclusion that this is just a double 1 2 1 2 1 2. We're just building up here a massive breakout. And if the price does get that breakout and it gives us the chance of retracing back down to the all-time high from March, then it could be a speculative long position. And I wouldn't go too crazy with stop loss. Should be at the lows, the last higher lows that we have created here. We should be creating the higher low momentum here. If it is lost, then obviously we get stopped out and we look for the next trade. So, there is a plan to the downside, a plan to the upside. For shorts, I don't like this short. I do realize that, hey, we're uptrending, guys. I prefer the bullish case continuation. And unless you're in a short position from this double top here, I don't like the short here. I just don't like it. So anyway, let's go through comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. Long trades for me have been closed. I got into that speculative short trade position. Mariella is in a trade from higher levels. I'm going to shout you out, Mariella, because my goodness, you've been absolutely nailing it throughout the last few days. Guys, remember Bybit for spot trading, just buying Bitcoin or doing futures trading. You do have a great bonus down below. It's my #1 crypto trading platform. To buy crypto or to trade cryptocurrency, you get that bonus of $500, guys. Take advantage. Bybit for me is the place to go. And if you cannot trade on Bybit, there is alternatives, because you cannot do KYC. You don't want to, provide your identification. You do have bluffing, guys. Bluffing, $10,000 deposit bonus. Take advantage of it because it's a no KYC platform, no identification needed, and it is proof of. They do have proof of reserves. They don't do anything fishy with the funds of the clients. Okay, it goes purely to volume. All right. Hi Andy, when can you spot a reversal in the trend? Well, there is the double tops, as always. Double tops, or it's really not. When you can spot reversals is there's many ways to spot them. There is the speculative double top, right? The double tops are always a good speculative. This could be the top, and we are going to reverse. It's just a failed breakout, right? It's a swing failure pattern. It's a double top. You reject from the highs that you have created a few hours ago or a few days ago, and it's a potential short scenario. But most importantly, in my opinion, is trying to detect if you are in a corrective wave or if you are in an impulsive wave, right? So let's just go here to the bull market, initial move to the upside here. But, it's going to be a little bit complex, but there's multiple different ways. If you can detect the end of, and it all depends on what time frame as well, right? Because I would not know how to tell you that, is this the top? This is the top of the bull run and we're going to reverse. That is very, very complex to predict. I'm actually bullish. I do think that Bitcoin will go to higher levels in the coming weeks. But more internally, looking at the day trading setups, if you can detect, based on Elliott wave theory, where a third wave can finish, right, or a fifth wave, based on extensions, a common target for a third wave is the 1.618 extension, right? So, I mean, that would be something that, how can you detect a top in an initial wave here on the lower time frames, and you're just shorting basically the fourth wave, right? It's not a full-on reversal, but you are detecting that possible reversal, because you know that the 1.618 is a common target zone for that third wave. So you would detect that could possibly reverse, but then you get in the next leg up, and eventually if you do form that wave 5, there are other ways in looking at the target zones for the wave 5 with Fibonacci extension. You know, you can detect based on the topping zone, especially if you're hitting a high confluence level, a naked point of control maybe. You can speculate that this could be the top, right? This could be the top, unless you're breaking trend, right? And if you want to go with a classic technical analysis, you're breaking higher low support, you break out, okay, this could be the end of the trend in your back testing, right? It's just, there's many different ways to try and detect a possible reversal, I have to say. There's no quick answer for that. It's just pure knowledge and understanding the technical analysis, right? So BTC crash. I did sell 5% of my spot bags, guys, I have to say. I did sell 5% of my spot bags. I did enter a small short position. It would be a swing trade. I have to say, Donald Trump officially the president. He is the president. Right? It is official, right, guys? Yeah, it basically is. It is official. Your scenario is playing. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. Okay, we're moving down now. We're moving down. It's not playing out unless we bounce, right? I will only say that this scenario played out if we do this, right? So let's pay attention to that here throughout the live stream, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button as you are here. Do we get 1,000 likes yet? Because we are over 1,000 people watching. But we're going to monitor this price action right now, okay? Let's get Fibonacci. Let's see if we do... ideally, we want to hit... Yeah, we just tap the 50%. This is aggressive to get into long. It is aggressive. We need to check CVD. We need to check how we are moving down here, guys. Let's go to the lower time frames. Because, yeah, I mean, we already got a... a bit aggressive just to jump in. I mean, I know I did say that 50% and the 7-8 is kind of the zone, but let's check CVD here. We are getting CVD coming down here nicely. It might actually happen. I would want to see a bit of 618, 78. I want to see lower lows on the CVD. Let's see if we do claim those lows on the CVD and manage to form a higher low here. Golden pocket is even nicer. Golden pocket. Would I say that this is the 3-wave corrective move? I mean, let's go very technical here and start getting Fibonacci time as well, because from the low to the high of this move, we have already crossed the 382 Fibonacci time, which would say that this is enough for a corrective move. It's not the clearest 3-wave move down, I have to say. We're not quite yet forming bullish CVDs. We just tapped the 50% Fibonacci. I mean, if you're speculating on this long very aggressively, just at the 50% fib, you need to really manage risk here, and you would want to trade on a platform that has low fees and just be extremely defensive. It either holds 50%, it holds 618, or it holds 78, and it's like tap it, snipe along, stop loss at the lows, be defensive, break even, right? Pay a bit of fees, guys. No one got broke by paying a bit of fees. People get broke, all right, or burn accounts when they just do irresponsible trading and they add to position. It's going to bounce at some point. I believe you. Don't believe anybody. Believe your risk management is what you need to do. So, I mean, it would have really, really tight stop losses if you did jump into the 50% Fibonacci and it either breaks down here, then we could look at 618. I mean, the 618 Fibonacci from this low to the high is sitting where we have the session VWAP, right? The session VWAP is sitting right over there. We could speculate on the reaction of the 618. I mean, it's much better. Let's take a look at the extension move. I'm not sure if I would happily count this already as an ABC. Yeah. Let's see if we get that selling pressure on the exchanges. Let's see if we do build up those bullish CVDs. It would be absolutely ideal. It would be ideal to get that bang lower lows right there on CVD. It would just be it would be so epic. Well, it might not play out. We do have the risk management, but let's see how this box zone does react, and we get bullish CVDs. Would be the interest zone here to speculate on a higher low, and look for the price to bounce back up. Let's see if we do get those bullish CVDs as we move down into the levels. And make sure to destroy the like button, legends. Come on. Make sure to destroy the like button. Man, I need a coffee. How long have we been streaming right now? Legends, I'm just here hanging around with you guys. I'm back. I'm going to go through comment section right away. I have to say, this 50% level is a bit aggressive for the long position. Well, let me go through comment section. Jaguar Empire, how are you doing? New entry BTC, bro. New entry. I mean, this would be we've crossed the 382 Fibonacci time from this movement, which is already good. We just ever so slightly bounced from 50%. I want to see bullish CVDs. I really do. I prefer an entry at slightly lower levels. The session VWAP is sitting where we have the golden pocket. I'll tell you what would be a good snipe along, guys, and I need you to be ready, okay? Because this is like the train happens on a setup once, right? Then we need to take a look at other setups. If we miss a setup, right, such as this long position at this daily level, double bottom, my goodness, this was epic. This was epic. 𝗬𝗫𝗿 was already taking profits, she said, from that long position. What a legend. What a legend. What a legend. Anyway, if we do, a sniper long position would be sweeping up that higher low. Look at that small little higher low, which is where we have the golden pocket from this rise. And we also have the session VWAP, which is, coming into that level. You don't see it now because it's blue and it's just exactly where the golden pocket is, but it is there. So we possibly got a sniper long position right there. I mean, I'm going to... this is in hedging mode. I would take it more as a day trade, swing trade, because I would be interested in actually getting all the way up to the highs. It would be a day trade to swing trade. It's already hit the minimum requirement. I mean, I have to say, if it does bounce from here, you've hit the minimum, retracement for a wave 2. The level to get in as a sniper, I'm very selective with my trades, guys. I don't FOMOing, and I don't, unless I entered at the level, which was, 50% sniper long. If I did not enter here, I'm not going to enter anywhere here. I just don't, it's not my style. I prefer to say I missed the trade, like I missed this one, and it's like I'll look for another one. But the 618 looks so nice. Looks so nice. It looks so nice. I mean, you could still have an extremely small stop loss here. If you entered round about slightly above the 50%, your stop loss couldn't be a baby, guys. Don't add to the position if it rolls down. This, I could be completely wrong on this, and we get a falling knife, okay? I'm not the best technical analyst out there. I'm far away from it. But what we do know is exactly where we need to enter and where we need to put stop loss. It doesn't matter. That's the risk management is key here, not the technical analysis. So, I mean, the level that I would really like, and I've already got the exchange ready here to sniper that long position. Just like we did yesterday on that short, man. This was a great double top. It was a great double top. It happened. We got down. We moved down $1,000. We sniper trade that short position. It was a good trade. So just remaining patient here, guys, just to see how we actually going to execute this trade if it does happen. So I prefer, it's shallow. It's still a shallow pullback for a wave 2. I would speculate on the golden pocket, and just going to be very defensive as well, just in case price does end up rolling down. We got a nice higher low on the higher time frame, on the lower time frame, sorry. We got the VWAP, and we got the golden pocket. For me, it's a good level to speculate on the long. And like I said, if this ends up to be the low, if this ends up to be a wave 2, we get 3, 4, 5, we get back to all-time high. If it were to be the case, guys, because it could roll down, and I can be completely wrong on this, and this was the top, and we're just going to roll down. I recognize being wrong, but I recognize exactly how to manage risk and where to enter, right, as well. So you don't have to risk too much. If we do create a ever so slightly small SFP from this level, or a small double bottom, right, it might be a bit punchy, and we form bullish CVD divergence, I will have 1 or 2 or 3 attempts, even though if I get stopped out at break even on these small positions, because and pay a bit of fees. Paying a bit of fees is fine, guys. We need to pay fees, but be defensive, because if this long position does play out, we are looking for a third wave up, and your stop loss, we got the SFP from the lows, the golden pocket. If this does play out, we are looking at something like this. Your trading setup looks like something like this. You can't even see the stop loss. You can't even see your risk to reward if this ends up being a wave 2 and wave 3. So let's see if we do get down there to that level. We can risk a few peanuts, right? You can risk 2 peanuts, and you can potentially gain 20 peanuts, right? This is over a 10 to 1 risk to reward. Let's see how we come down to that level patiently, and we'll see, guys. We'll see. It's all about risk management. It's not all about how much can I make. It's how much can you save on your stop loss. But this would be a good level, reaction level. VWAP, golden pocket. We have 5 waves up. We can speculate on that wave 2. And oh my goodness, if we have bullish CVDs, which, let me just double check here. If we get people shorting, which we are getting people shorting RIA, which is good. That's what we want to see. We want to see shorts entering that are providing fresh liquidity to the upside, so we can get that move. So yeah, it's we ever so slightly, you could arguably discuss that you already getting bullish CVDs here. You are getting the bullish CVDs ever so slightly here. I really prefer the golden pocket. Anyway, let's go through comment section. Let's go through comment section, guys. How many likes do we have now? How many likes do we have? Hey, if we get to 1,000 likes, I'll tell you what, let's do a giveaway. Let's give an access to a 1-month subscription to the Legends trading community. If we get to 1,000 likes, I know we can get to 1,000 likes. Let's give the other day we did $500. Let's give a 3-month subscription if we do get 1,000 likes right now on the live stream, guys. 1 month free subscription if we get to 1,000 likes to the Legends trading community, where me, 𝗕𝗏𝗆, rest of the coaches provide the technical analysis and different scenarios every single day. Today is different because Bitcoin's at all-time high, so I just said I'm just going to go live on YouTube. The Discord members are going to be pissed off with me because I went live without updating them, but they have priority as always every single day. Today is just because we are hitting all-time highs. Okay, come on, it's a special day and we just go live on YouTube with the community because we are at all-time high, right? But usually it's every single day community. We look for scalps, day trading opportunities. If we get to 1,000 likes on this stream, we will do a random giveaway in the comment section right away, and we give a 3-month subscription in the Legends trading community. So let's get to 1,000 likes. We get some let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes. I know it's not going to happen. I know we're over 1,000 people watching, so it could happen. It could happen. I'm optimistic. You need to be optimistic as well, guys. If we do get to 1,000 likes, we're going to do that giveaway on the stream. It's going up. It's going up ever so slightly. It is going. Let's go, Legends. I can see the like. We're getting past 700 likes at the moment. You're absolute legends. Anyway, let's go through comment section. It is time for comment section. There is not much news. Donald Trump, the new president of the United States. A lot of speculation. If this is could it be a fake pump, guys? Fake pump. I don't want to bring fear, but you know the deal. You get a pump when the news comes out. Sell the news, right? As they say. Trump is going to save the US. It's going to save the economy. The inflation is going to save, stock markets are going to pump. Crypto as well. He's the first pro-crypto president in the US. And, it's happening. It's happening. Dominance is dropping. The Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Altcoin season, baby. Altcoin season. Oh, I mean, it might start, guys. Maybe this has been the spark to ignite the massive altcoin season as well, guys. Bitcoin at all-time high is when usually you would expect the Bitcoin dominance to drop. So, hey, I have to say, maybe we're going to see it, we're going to start seeing the dominance dropping down. Altcoins are in such a good position right now, especially Chainlink. I don't care about the other ones. I have a massive bag of Chainlink, guys. I want Chainlink to moon. I don't want any of the other ones to moon. I know this is one of my biggest holdings. I want this one to moon to all-time high, and the one that I analyze. I like to analyze the ones that I have, and I understand the ones that I have that are good projects fundamentally, and the charts look amazing. First initial wave 1, wave 2, you're in the buying zone. This is pretty crazy, guys. Pretty crazy because I talked about this area when we were trading here last year and saying, guys, we will get an initial second last opportunity after this pump. It's been pretty crazy. It's been like really like having a crystal ball almost on Chainlink, and we'll pull out another, the live stream in the next coming weeks or months if we do get that initial move to the upside. It's just the highest probability scenario, right? Everything aligns up that we are good here. We're good. This is ready. It's ready. It's just about to pop out from the lower high resistance. That's what we want to see. We're just testing it. I mean, dominance dropping, starting to drop. Is it going to start dropping aggressively in the coming days? Everything aligns. Everything aligns. 4-year cycle. History does not repeat, but it does rhyme. Are we ready for that dominance to collapse down after the 4-year cycle? Chainlink, one of my biggest holdings, ready to rocket after this first initial wave and wave 2. ABC consolidating, just about to break trend. Will it happen, or will we get a bit more turbulence in the next coming days before we moon? We're just gonna have to wait and see. Overall, this is a spot bag holding, guys, so I don't really care what happens in the next coming weeks. I will hold Chainlink to 0 and just hold on till we get to all-time highs, which will happen at some point in the future. I don't care how long it takes. It's just being confident. So let's go. When do you think BTC will hit $80,000 and 150 and 200,000? Wow, that is well, let's just go with the price discovery. Let's just pull out another chart here. There's certain target zones you can arguably discuss that we are in this cup and handle. We've been following very similar price action from gold in the last decade in these 3 years on Bitcoin, which is very interesting to see. This that I do have here on the top is the price of Bitcoin. And in the bottom here is the price of gold throughout the last decade. Since topping out in 2011, we formed a beautiful cup and a beautiful handle. And we very similar price action. It's just a cup and handle pattern. So, well, we do not have to go too far away and look at, gold, right? Let's just take a look at gold. And that's just looking at patterns and speculation, okay? We can start off with that. You can arguably discuss that gold has not hit the target zone just yet from this cup and handle breakout. It is kind of almost there. It's kind of almost there, give or take a bit of room, right? It's been very wicky. You don't really know the base. It's almost there. So you got the cup and handle, right? Formation, beautiful, extremely textbook. It's just and when it breaks, it breaks. When it breaks, it's broken out this year. It breaks big time and it does not look behind, right? When it breaks and it does not look behind. It just absolutely moons. So this is what happened to gold, and Bitcoin is in the handle. It's just broken the handle. It's in this area. It's hard to believe, right? It's hard to believe, but it's happening, right? It's broken the handle, right, from the the descending channel-y, broadening wedgie structure. So if we go with the target zones, right, from the width of the handle, I cannot tell you when, but it would be in the next 3 to 6 to 9 months, give or take, right? In between 3 and 9 months. That would be the timing approximately. But if we do speculate on this, okay, we are in that cup and handle. We're going to get the breakout. Everything points out that we are in the wave 5, that we should be going to higher levels. everything points out that yes, it's going to happen, right? So if we do take a look at the target zone, which is the width, right, of the cup, just like gold, right? Still not really in target zone, but anyway, if you were longing gold as a swing trade, it would already consider like, okay, we're almost there, just take the profits already. You don't need to hit the exact target. Then we would say that, you know, possibly $120,000 is round about the target zone of this potential cup and handle. Because you do have the cup, you do have the handle, you have the breakout of the handle, you're just testing the highs, you can get that volatility up and down. I wouldn't be too worried of any major corrections of a few $1,000s. It's just would be the nature of quick long squeezes. But this should not take more than 1 year to reach, like you said, you know, I would say that, you know, above $100,000 is very likely a target zone for Bitcoin in the next 6 to 12 months, right? Give or take. It won't be 2 years or 3. It won't be 1 month. It has to be in between 3 and 9 months. It could be slightly less. It could be a bit more, you know, but round about that timing zone, you need to have a strategy to start DCAing out, guys, here, just in case whatever happens, right? Because if we do get a black swan event, then the party's over, right? We want to have a strategy on DCAing out, because we could be in the end stages of the bull run, which is happening now in the next coming months, right? It's not the time. Altcoins are still good. I'd rather speculate on some altcoins, and we can take a look at some altcoins. I mean, altcoins are doing pretty good today. Some altcoins, Uniswap up 30%. You know, it's without a doubt a time to buy altcoins if you want bigger gains than Bitcoin, without a doubt. Altcoin is, you know, Bitcoin's already hitting all-time high. So we trade Bitcoin, but if you want to make some gains, much better gains than Bitcoin, you need to go down the rabbit hole and look for some relatively good altcoin projects. Number one meme coin, Dogecoin, already up 20% today. Dogecoin doing very well. Without a doubt, Dogecoin was going to do well. It's the king meme coin. Dogecoin is, wow. Dogecoin, yeah, really got a, yeah, I mean, I have to say, Dogecoin is in the game right now. Yeah, eventually Dogecoin had to do well. Dogecoin is the Bitcoin for meme coins. Dogecoin is the Bitcoin of the meme coins. So Dogecoin has to do well. So yeah, I mean, one of my biggest holdings is I don't have 50 altcoins. I just have over 10, just round about under 20, between 10 and round about 15. I haven't count them. Let me just count them here. I have around about 15, 16 altcoins approximately. I don't have 50 altcoins. One of my biggest holdings, well, my biggest altcoin holding is Chainlink. So I'm interested in Chainlink, and I'm interested in a 5x, but we should be definitely positioned into some altcoins if you want to see better gains. Solana's doing very well today, very well. Avalanche, you want to be in the game on Avalanche. Avalanche looks very good on the chart. I think Avalanche is, I mean, yeah, this green box is the buying zone. Avalanche is, yeah, it's just, I think it's still it's a good buy. It's ever so slightly above the green box, which is our buying interest zone. You have a better chance in doing a 3-4x with altcoins, good altcoin projects. Obviously, Avalanche being one of the best L1 blockchain projects is the best chance to make a 3-4x in the next coming months for Bitcoin to do a 3-4x from current price levels, I mean, yeah, it could be possible. But yeah, altcoins is your best chance. I do think that Chainlink is Chainlink's going to go to all-time high. It's going to do a 5x or so at least. It might do a 10x. Could it go to $100? My goodness, if Chainlink goes to $100 in this cycle, you know, the gains for me personally will be insane. So we really want to be positioned on altcoins, guys. Avalanche chart looks incredibly hot. It looks so hot. This is hot. This is so hot right there, especially when we understand the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin getting that bounce from the 50%. I mean, it still could be a 3-wave structure. It could, yeah, I mean, this could have been the 3-wave right there. We did cross the 382 Fibonacci, so it does make sense for it to bottom out here. But it could also do this. If it does this, I'm still very interested in that scenario. Very interested in long in here. It's still in the plan. It's still in the plan. Anyway, let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance because, yeah, like I mentioned, Bitcoin dominance, you know, it's the moment that we want to be positioned, guys, because once Bitcoin breaks all-time high, which has done throughout the last 4 years in December, November 2016, right? November, December 2020, breaking all-time high now in November, and you get the movement to the upside. And obviously in 2016, there were hardly any altcoins. This is why the dominance was 90%. Got a lot of altcoins creations in 2015, well, 14, 15, 16, and then they got traction throughout the bull run. So, you know, it's without a doubt the moment to be positioned in altcoins, guys, for the next coming weeks. And the charts look so good. They look so good. Avalanche, Chainlink. And these are only speculating for a 5, maybe 10x max. You know, there's no 100x here. There's no 50x. It's looking for realistic possible gains. We ain't going to talk about the next 100x altcoin. It's being realistic and giving it the chance to get to all-time high or close to all-time high, which I will be happy, very much happy, and to DCA out ever so slightly. So let's go. I believe 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫 will take over Chainlink. Check chart, please. I mean, if the price were to bounce from here, guys, and breaks the highs, have to say, it did touch the 50% Fibonacci. It did cross the 382 timing. I mean, it could have been the long as well with a tight stop loss beneath the 50% Fibonacci, because if this does pump and breaks out from this high, that's it. We're in the third wave. We're in the third wave here if it breaks out from the highs. But there could be a chance here for another 3-wave down. And then your next shot would be that golden pocket potentially. That is if we do not break out from here. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this crypto. Link is one of my biggest positions. Mine too, my man. Mine too. I got a big bag of Chainlink. I got a few thousand Chainlink. I mean, I haven't got hundreds of thousands. I wish. But I do have a few thousand Chainlink. So if it does go to all-time high, you know, I'm happy. Let's take a look at this one. I got a super chat here from Bilal. Says, thanks for the super chat, by the way. I believe 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫. I have no idea of what this this cryptocurrency is. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, but we definitely want to be positioned on some altcoins. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, it rings a bell. This is a mid-high cap, over $500 million. Infinite supply. We definitely need to take a look at the tokenomics of this. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. I'll check this one out. The chart looks good. Big correction throughout March, April, right, June. Throughout the spring and the summer. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 network. I will take a look at this because I wouldn't mind adding, because I do have cash on the sideline still. And I think getting positioned into some altcoins is not a bad idea. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. I wouldn't mind adding 2-3 more altcoins because we could be in that, you know, final leg in the next coming months, and we want to be positioned, right? I'm already good positioned on altcoins, but adding another 2 or 3 would not be a bad idea. Let's take a look at 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, which is 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, as a ticker symbol. Yeah, it doesn't I like the chart. Big pump and dump. Nice round formation here. Hype. Big epic crash. Accumulations period here throughout the last few months. It does look pretty good as an accumulation zone for spot bags. I have to say, I have no idea about the project. I like this kind of wedgie structure. I'm not sure if you can trade this. Can you trade this on Bybit or on? It does look like it wants to pop out from this descending wedge. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. Oh, you can buy it on Bybit. You can buy 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 on Bybit and also trade it. So yeah, if you are interested in 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, I'm going to do a bit of research on this. I wouldn't mind buying if it is a good project. For the moment, the website doesn't load, so that is not sure why website is not loading successfully here on 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. But if you are interested, guys, Bybit has a great bonus down below. Check it out. That is where you can buy 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 and many other cryptocurrencies. They have hundreds of altcoins to trade, such as futures and derivatives, and you do have $500 bonus to claim right away when you sign up on Bybit, guys. If you want to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, any altcoins, or even trade them, Bybit is the best option. Okay, check it out. You have that 500 bonus, or you do get bluffing, which is a no KYC. They have hundreds of altcoins, and you get $10,000 deposit bonus. More you trade and deposit, the more airdrops you're going to get to increase your capital to trade with. This is on futures, okay? This is a futures bonus for leverage trading, guys. Check out bluffing, no KYC. They have proof of reserves, so they're extremely legit. Bluffing is the way to go, guys, if you cannot trade on Bybit. You know, this could have been the end of that wave too, guys. Hang on a second. Got another super chat here from somebody. Crow chart, please. It ripped to 9.8, now dropped. It ripped to 9.8. I think you're saying 0.8, right? Crow, US dollar, 0.8. Okay. We got a dodgy pattern. Oh, by the way, we got the higher time frame diamond pattern on Bitcoin that's actually playing out, right? Who remembers that diamond pattern that we have from the higher time frames, right? It's probably going to be a messy chart. The diamond pattern actually played out. Of course, we look at scalps and day trades usually on the channel, and in the Legends trading community. But this was something that we pointed out, that we could be forming a diamond pattern here back in July, August, which did play out very, very nicely. And the target zone for the diamond pattern is the width of the diamond. And it is actually coming, yeah, all the way up to $77,000, $78,000, which is basically on its way. Obviously, this is a higher time frame scenario. It's been taking a few months to pick up. We're in the parabolic stage, I think. You know, we can see it with this ring. We're in the parabolic stage here for Bitcoin. The last leg up. We've been moving up here very steeply, and things can go crazy for the next few months. Maybe, guys. Like I said, I already sold 5% of my Bitcoin holding. I have to. I said once Bitcoin crosses all-time high, I will sell 5%. If we get above $80,000, I will sell another 5%. 90,000, now 5%, and so on. That's going to be my strategy this cycle, because last cycle, my strategy, I didn't have a strategy to get out, but I did sell 25% of my entire crypto portfolio except for Chainlink. I rolled Chainlink all the way down, but even still, Chainlink I bought at $1.60. Most of my bags, I've also been buying at $5, $6, but I did buy a big chunk at $1.60 back in the day in 2019. And I sold 25% of my entire crypto portfolio except for Chainlink here. That's it. That's when I sold. And this was provided on a live stream on YouTube, and you know, basically saying, guys, I've sold 25% just because we had a distribution pattern right over here and we broke out. And I said, guys, I think this could get ugly. I'm going to start getting out. And then we crashed. And then I was like, okay, at least I sold a big chunk, right? A fourth, which was a lot, because I was accumulating throughout 2018 to 2020. So it still made epic gains, but I should have sold a bit more, right? Should have sold a bit more, but you need to have a strategy to get out. I don't know where the top is going to be. It was still pretty good. If I would have sold 100% here, it would have been a good decision, even though some altcoins did pop out more in October, November, than actually Q1 of 2021. So very, very difficult. Anyway, price of Bitcoin does look like it wants to pop out here. It does really look like it wants to pop out. If it breaks these highs, it could be looking pretty damn good. It could be looking pretty damn good. Anyway, going back to Crow here. Yeah, just an initial FOMO pump. A bit too volatile, but I say it's a good successful breakout from this kind of triangle wedgie structure. I mean, it is good DCAing levels. It was about ready to get the pop. If everything points out and Bitcoin's going to behave and it is going to successfully break out all-time high after any corrective structures that could happen throughout the next coming weeks, everything points out that this is just a first initial wave. It's going to be all cool, and price should be pumping. We got the first initial sign of strength. It does look pretty okay. I liked. Please pick me for the subscription. Yeah, let's get to 1,000 likes, guys, and we'll give a monthly subscription for free in the Legends trading community. You just need to destroy that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Come on, I don't know what's going on with my like button. I need to beg for likes. Pretty lame, right? Pretty lame to beg for the like button. Come on, Legends. I'll give you a free month subscription. We will be doing monthly subscriptions for the Legends trading community. Every month, do one or two. It's something that we could do. Umbrella, Andy. Woo! Umbrella is still pretty flat, in my opinion. it's only getting an initial move. Very volatile. This is very low cap. It's all about being patient. I do hold a bit of a bag here on Umbrella. It's all about being patient. I think, or such as Unibright. Unibright is up. Bring it on. Unibright is up. This is one of my risky altcoins as well. Up 17%. So yeah, Umbrella I think is just pretty flat. It's a matter of being patient. I'm a SUI guy. What's your take on the market open for today? Whew. Take a look at the NASDAQ market open today. I actually need to do full analysis on NASDAQ. I only went live this morning because of Bitcoin crossing all-time high, right? I haven't done my analysis. I would really want to get a full analysis on NASDAQ. Somebody asked me yesterday, and I think I'm going to do that throughout my spare time. I don't want to do this on the live. I want to get it ready and then explain it throughout the live stream on NASDAQ. But on today's open, right, New York session open, it could be volatile. I mean, I think we could have FOMO pumpy action based on Donald Trump winning the elections. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Yeah, there we go. Donald Trump wins. It is official. We could have. We don't really know. We don't really know how this is going to play out on the New York Open, but you would expect bullishness. The dollar index has pumped as well very nicely, so people having confident in the dollar based on the Donald Trump winning the election, right? To even maintain inflation under control. We do have some very important news tomorrow, which is the Fed interest rate decision. It's highly likely it's going to be 25 basis points. So it's going to be just 25 basis point cut, which is just a small amount. So all good. What do you think about Notcoin? I do not know about Notcoin. I haven't done any research. I could do a bit of research. I've got this one. AXL, Notcoin. Notcoin is the, yeah, I've heard about this one. I'll leave it here because on a website. And again, yeah, I will take a look at this in a little bit of spare time. If I do get a bit of spare time. Hit it, Lengukas. Guys, legends, thank you very much. Aerodrome Andy. Aerodrome. Let's take a look at Aerodrome. Yeah, guys, there's so many altcoins. I don't know about a lot of the altcoins. I just know my altcoins. But I'm happy to look at some altcoins to add maybe 2 or 3 more before things get crazy. I feel kind of a little bit missed out on this one. This one rallied very nicely the last few months. Yeah, this one's done pretty good. This one's done pretty good already. Looks like it wants to pop out from the lower high resistance. Let's take a look at this one on the chart. This is on the base blockchain. Aerodrome. We'll take a look at that. But I feel like I missed out on this already. Aero as ticker symbol. Okay, this one had an insane rally. Wow. Throughout Q1 of this year. Wow, what an insane rally. It did over a 30x. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it does look like it's ready to pop out from here. It's kind of popping out already from this triangle-y, wedgy structure. At least it's breaking out lower high resistance. It does look like it looks promising. Of course, if you smash out through those highs created in October, you could be looking at the next highs to be claimed. Looks pretty good. Kind of feel missed out. I mean, you could use a breakout trade strategy. I'm not sure if you want to trade this or accumulate it, but it does look pretty interesting to get that successful breakout in the next coming days. See 𝗏coin on Tradingview. This looks pretty interesting. 𝗏coin. Is it not as ticker symbol? Yes. Ooh. The thing about 𝗏coin, I think there was a lot of FUD regarding the Telegram, right? Telegram and all of this and the other, and there was a lot of speculation. 𝗏coin. Oof. I mean, this is a full recipe to get an explosion, but I'm not sure fundamentally if this crypto has done well. I know there's a lot of FUD based on you know, the Telegram CEO and 𝗏coin and money laundering, and you know, there's a lot of, I'm not sure if it's fake news or not or real news, but 𝗏coin did take a hit because of all of the FUD. So I really don't know fundamentally if this is still promising, but the chart looks great. It looks like a massive descending wedgie structure that is ready to get the pop, right? This is just going to get squeezed into the wedge, and usually this is a full recipe to basically pop out. There could be a lot of speculators wanting to buy this corrective move. Legends, thank you very much for joining. I have to leave now. We got the analysis on Bitcoin. We got the different scenarios. Stay cautious if we do get that leg down. We want to see bullish CVDs. If we get the leg up and break the previous all-time high from March, it will be looking pretty good for continuation to the upside to form new all-time highs. Thank you very much for joining. Remember, if you want more in detail analysis, we have the Legends Trading community. It is the first link down below. I need to start updating them right now because I've just gone live on YouTube. I usually update them, of course, every single day before doing anything on YouTube. If you want to give us a follow on socials, we do have Instagram and TikTok right now, guys. Instagram just opened this a few weeks ago. Just some general things of, you know, lifestyle. We've got me, a bit of me doing a bit of CrossFit. Okay, we'll see me, you know, trying to maintain my shape. If you're interested in seeing what the heck I do in my spare time, I like doing training. I like doing a bit of CrossFit. So if you want to check that out, you have the link for my Instagram to check out a little bit of my personal life down below as well in the description, guys. Much love to you and everybody, and I will see you in the next one.